Oh, welcome to another live stream on Super Bowl Sunday, the pregame show. We're doing it live in the Beats Lab in Aberdeen, North Carolina, and I've got Sean Naden here.
What's up, big dog? Good to be here.
We are indeed a man down. We normally have Austin A-Dog with us, and he's got MacBook Pro problems right now. So hopefully we see him in chat at some point, but we miss you, dog.
Those technical difficulties.
All right, so I'm gonna
up from time to time.
It's true. I'm switching over to the camera field, guys. We're gonna get this thing started. They're just waiting for us. Look at this. Look at these two beautiful armies, guys. If you're watching with us right meow, we got Deathwatch, we got Ynnari, we got Eldar, and we've got lists. All you gotta do is type in ! lists over on Twitch, the home of the live battle reports, in order to get the full breakdowns. Or conversely, you can just visit Beats Lab Gaming on Facebook. We got the posts all up. These guys are probably getting ready. They're probably itching to go, start deploying models, rolling dice. But Sean, do you have access to those lists? Do you want me to break them down?
I don't have access to them on me right now, but I can see most of it right there in that picture.
Let me set you up right here. We got, all right, Rob, boots on the ground, Rob. Throw a link up in that Discord, but I'm gonna start breaking it down right now. We do have a Deathwatch army, multiple battalions. He's got a librarian, watchmaster, with things. But the important thing to know here is he's got triple intercessor squads in that first battalion. He's got a second battalion with double watch captain, storm shield, jump pack, so like, smash captain lights. He's got 3 veteran squads. He's got the list. He's got the squads. He's got the bikers. He's got the terminators. He's got the vanguard veteran, and then regular veterans. Big ass squads, all with storm shields, thunder, storm bolters, and a power ball looks like. So 3 big ass, crazy eclectic veteran squads with a teleport homer, the ability to fall back out of combat and do things still from all the weird little ways they can combine. And of course, he's got a Castellan.
Yeah, why not? Those veteran squads, those are the heat. I've been seeing them a lot lately on tabletop. They do a lot of different things. I really like them, especially with the new beta bolter rules. I think you can really start to see some popularity there.
Yeah, we talked about it in the podcast, and we think that Deathwatch are winners.
Yep.
So
they got some cheaper abilities, and now they're getting better rules.
Yes, that's the best of both worlds. They're more elite. They have more elite killing ability, and they actually went down a little bit points, so that's fucking sick. But are you familiar with the Eldar list? Because I know that you're an Eldar expert here.
Yeah, Juice was running it down for me earlier. So it's Ynnari battalion with double Dire Avenger, Ranger that fills out his troops. He's got the Cat Lady, Eve Rain. He's got a Farseer. He's got a Spirit Seer. Those are his HQs. Then he has the always lovable Dark Reapers filling in the heavy, and a Hemlock Fighter. Then he has actually a Wraith Knight in a Ally Talk detachment by itself, a Lord of War detachment. And then some Harlequins with a Shadow Seer, troops in a patrol, and then a big ass unit of the Skyweaver jet bikes and the Solitaire. And that's Dreaming Shadow, so the bikes, as they die on a 4-up, can shoot those haywire things.
Dreaming Shadow?
Castellan.
You mean the only one?
The only one with bikes, for sure. I kick it with other troops when I'm just running the Solitaire. Usually mixed bag troops at that point, because the Solitaire benefits the most from a different troop, but the bikes kill it with Dreaming Shadow.
Dreaming Shadow's so good. Anything that can still shoot after it dies is such a threat.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's a threat. Let's run it down, guys. They are playing Mission 6 from ITC. This is Eric versus Juice. Eric on Deathwatch, as you can tell by our on-screen graphics, which we will be scoring the game as we go. We do have Boots on the Ground, Dan, Boots on the Ground, Spikey Bits TV helping us out. Big shout out to those legends. There will be, I believe, a caption contest today. I'll run that down here in a minute. Mission 6, all you got to know is that means 3 characters hold 3 different objectives. They get the bonus every round. They still have to score some. They still have to hold an objective. They still have to kill something. They're still trying to hold more. They're still trying to kill more, like any ITC mission, with this cool little bonus potential of a 5th point. But we have some secondaries. Juice on deck. He took Kingslayer. Obviously, he's going to try to kill that Castellan. If you guys didn't know, that's the one you pick against a single Imperial Knight. That's a character.
Because you get more points than just Titan Slayer for the single Knight.
Absolutely. That's the meta right there. He's marked 4 units for death as another secondary. Those 3 beefy vet squads plus mini Smash Captain Light with a relic, and it's noted in the list. He also went for recon, which makes sense because Eldar. Speed, he's got ability to be in multiple places at once, which just means he has to be partially in every quarter of the table, and that's pretty easy to do once you take the center of the table.
Mm-hmm. And Eric picked Butcher's Bill, which means you have to kill 2 units in a single turn. He picked Old School, which is your classic secondaries of kill something in the first turn, Warlord, Linebreaker, and kill something on the last turn of the game. And he picked Headhunter, which means killing characters. And something to remember with the new ITC rules about overlapping secondaries, if the 2 units he kills in a turn are characters, he can either choose to get Headhunter points for those 2 kills or Butcher's Bill, but not both.
And that's actually something I was going to point out. I've done a lot of playtesting. I love Butcher's Bill in theory, but I find it to interfere with my other secondaries too much. And so I rarely pick it now.
I think it depends how many units your opponent has.
I think it's situational. It's there for the MSU. Like, it's there for the people with tons of little ass units, like, for sure.
But you're no longer picking it to... I think people used to pick it as a way to double up and things. And
yeah,
recently,
we used to be able to
ITC
stack.
Came down, said no more doubling up, which is good. It's good that they're able to pivot on rules and change rules mid-season to fix something they see as a abuse.
Yeah, stacking was definitely a bit of an. I loved it while it was there. It was a good season. But now I think that it's time to evolve, make this a little bit more streamlined, and I agree with those rules. No one has everyone's favorite, which is Reaper, because obviously these armies aren't like set up for Reaper, but like Reaper is one of the most popular ones of all time that got a big change, and it stacks with everything. So I think that was another cool change to the ITC secondaries. Get familiar, guys. LVO in just a few short days. You're gonna definitely want to get your LVO prep. And another thing to note is there are a few enclosed bunkers on this table.
Yep, these 2 big ruined or big hills, the one on the bottom left of the screen and the one on the top right from the top down view, those are not playing as hills, they're playing as ITC enclosed ruins. So I assume that both guys are setting up those guys that are on top are actually inside and safe from a line of sight. So that's a big rule thing for LVO and ITC terrain setup missions and people trying to emulate the LVO terrain. I think it's a good change to give people more ability to play tactically in the game and avoid just the raw power of some shooty builds that have dominated 40k for many editions and maybe many years.
All right, looks like the vet squads are deep striking. Vet squad. So 1 vet squad deep striking, it looks like. As I go to the top, let's see here. Looks okay. He's got intercessor set up now. Looks like he's deep striking them motherfuckers. I see 3 intercessor squads on the table. The top-down field you can see right here. Looks like these guys are probably, like as Sean noted, are in their closed bunkers, staying relatively safe. You got some dudes chilling back here, just hiding. So he's playing it safe, probably playing a little cagey. And I will say that, especially in ITC missions and in 40k 8th edition in general, cagey play, which basically just means patience, usually makes you win games.
Yep, absolutely. I was playing in a small tournament yesterday, and I played in 2 back-to-back games, quad night lists. And in one game, it was my buddy, and I said to him, I'm not going to play KG. We missed lunch, and I'm really starving. Let's just play balls out. We ran into each other, blew my chance, and didn't kill the Knights, so I lost the game. And I was like, cool, let's go eat. The next game, when I had time and had food, played KG versus the Knight player, and was able to wear him down and win that game. Just playing mission. Yeah,
it's correlation. I just drew an arrow. I believe the Solitaire is hiding behind this container. It looks like he is deploying one of his beefy vet squads now that I see it. So it looks like he's not going to... So he probably keeps 1 on the table because it has like the teleport homer and shit in it. Right? I imagine so that one could get into position and utilize teleport homing.
Yeah, I think he can pull him to the Watchmaster for one of the captains, I
Well,
believe.
I know in the big squads there are teleport homers in all three of the big vet squads.
Mm.
So I know there's a gimmick there, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, and he just deep struck one of the captains, which might be used for that teleport homer.
Yes.
Maneuver.
Oh, I'm stoked on this. I haven't seen these Deathwatch in action like this yet since the FAQs.
Yeah, it's gonna be some good shit. They have some really cool specific strats, which are really awesome against various armies, which makes for an interesting dynamic. Where they're one for Eldar specifically is if an Eldar unit with fly moves within 12 inches, they can shoot them.
Ooh.
Out of sequence shooting. So
That's right. Remember, the Deathwatch
like
have a
spears.
special ability against basically every race that is situational but easy to use.
Yep, and well put towards those races. A lot of the Eldar heavy hitters have fly, so you're able to just shoot them out of sequence in your turn, which is amazing. I really also like the Orc one. I think the Orc one is really interesting.
The Orc one is super good.
If an Orc unit charges Deathwatch, they fire Overwatch. For every Orc slain, the
minus
Orc
one to their
reduced by 1
charge.
inch.
Yeah, that's fucking brutal for an Orc player.
Yep, and that's not so. A lot of the Orc players that are using teleporta to drop Orcs in can't really do it against Deathwatch because one, they have a shoot as you land strat, so you can't land as close as you want, and two, they have this strat where when you try to make that long charge, you're getting shot again.
It's like you need to make a 17-inch charge, son.
Exactly.
We got a link to the lists in the private Boots on the Ground Discord for you there, Sean. And also 2 caps, 2 vet squads, both D-Strike. Juice has been building a weird character bubble wrap in the bottom under the container where his solitaire is hiding out. You can see right here. Looks like the Castellan is far corner. He's probably trying to play around with ranges on those jet bikes. But what do you think about that, Sean?
Yeah, he's definitely trying to outrange the Harlequins because there's no point. The Castellan has so much better range than a lot of the Eldar weaponry. Even the Wraith Knight's guns are only 36-inch range. So
in this fight, he doesn't need that Castellan necessarily to actually touch anything.
No, and he's going to count on the Eldar having to get close to all the Deathwatch shooting and just get oppressively shot down.
Pretty good, Castellan. I mean, it's a fun-ass list. I'm not going to lie. I'm really interested in this Deathwatch list. I think I like the symmetry of these types of lists where he's got 3 intercessor squads, 3 exact big-ass fucking vet squads. So he's got the redundancy built in 2 different ways, 2 different layers. Triple character threat, little psychic power threat, and of course the big dick anchor, the Castellan, House Raven doing his thug thizzle. I think the list is a beautiful representation of like just a cool symmetrical, like just elite force. Very interesting to see how this plays.
For sure. I think in a lot of competitive play, you would see the intercessor battalion replaced with probably a guard battalion for cheaper, and then you could add in some more firepower.
Cutting you off. Game is afoot. Eric's going first. Juice fails to seize the turn 1, and that's kind of a big deal, I think, for my man Eric. What would you like to done in Eric's situation? He deployed safely, but does he want to go first?
I think so. He's got good reserves. He wants to get those guys.
He wants to take the top of turn 2.
And if you can clear out this Wraith Knight turn 1, that's one of the major threats to the Castellan. Get rid of that, and things can go south. I mean, he won't be able to do that much damage without line of sight to the Dark Reapers hidden inside that ruin.
So obviously, Wraith Knight is a target right now. How many bullets can we put on that Wraith Knight's sweet ass? Over under. How much damage do you think that Wraith Knight's going to take?
I mean, it comes down to that Volcano Lance, right? If Volcano Lance rolls a bunch of hot shots and calls Wrath, that Wraith Knight's going down. He's going to have to Raven Strat, and he's going to have to go hard on that Wraith Knight.
All right, CP count. Juice still has 7. Eric has 9. That means Eric depleted,
4 for Deep Strike?
And 4 for Deep Strike? Yeah. So,
or either Relics and Deep Strike, yeah.
So this is pretty. Game's afoot. Let's see what my man Eric does. Look at this. He's drawing line of sight to that Wraith Knight.
Measuring that range for Call's Wrath.
Let's get it.
Get it. Because the thing is, if Juice was able to go first, clear the Castellan, then the Dark Reapers don't have to stay in the ruin. They don't have to play the Fire and Fade game for as long. And then they can sit out in front and use the forewarn strat to ice any of his deep striking Deathwatch. But if he gets the upper hand, Eric here, and gets rid of the Wraith Knight, now the Dark Reapers are trapped in the box, and Eric's deep strikers come in first now because he's gone first, so he gets to turn 2 faster, and there won't be any intercepting fire coming his way.
Yes, you always got to be careful about the old Farseer sees your bitch ass deep striking in, gets shot by Dark Reapers trick.
Yep.
It's all fun and games till you lose half your dudes.
Yeah, because all the other people's strats that do that are restricted to like 12-inch range. The Eldar one ain't.
He's like, I see
Line
you.
of sight. I see you. I shoot you. Get wrecked.
Looks like we're in the psychic phase right now. He's only got a couple of psychic powers. Null Zone is one of them. Obviously, it's a big power. He failed it, but it's probably not a big deal right now at this point in the game. Null Zone definitely can have a negative impact on Harlequins if it's put in the right position.
Yeah, it's short range. I don't know why he would start casting it.
Maybe just to discourage him from an aggressive move, but it's just always stick to your guns. If let's say you got a power that you need and maybe you don't use it often, just fucking roll the dice and don't forget to use it. You sometimes just gotta establish that routine in your life.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, yep. That Spikey Bits TV says, "Come at me, bro." That's the Nil Zone play. So we're in the shooting phase right now. Looks like he is dumping more CP.
Wonder if he's gonna try and missile out one of the characters. It's another effective thing to do.
Whatever he did, he rolled a hit. Castellan shooting everything at night. Here we go.
5 shots with the big.
We're rolling ones because of something.
The Raven strat.
The Raven strat. Nope.
Doesn't look like he.
That's the three CP strat, right?
I think he used. Yeah, I think he might have used the CP to try and get an extra hit with the volcano.
It only came out with 2 hits. That's not good. Not a good play. Ooh,
that one is bad. Oh, but he gets to re-roll it with Raven.
So 2 wounds.
So 2.
Got to make these saves, and let's see how.
Oh, he ain't getting saves.
Oh, he doesn't have any. He doesn't have an invulnerable anymore.
No.
I haven't seen a Wraith Knight play. Here we go. What is it?
63.
3, 4, 5,
damage.
6, 7, 8, 9. He's gonna reroll.
He rerolls ones. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. It's not bad. And is he? I imagine Juice gets 6 up, feel no pains here.
No, he chose to be Alatok to try and reduce the incoming firepower.
-1 to hit.
Yep. 10 shots with Call's Wrath. This is gonna be it.
That's not good, guys. I'm telling you straight. That's a good roll, sir. Rerolling ones, but he's hitting on 4s, right?
Yeah, he's hitting on 4s. Yep, he just checked that one. Yeah, it's gonna be painful. Rerolling ones still.
Yep, it's just ones in, which is just ones here. No, D3. There we go. 4. Ooh. Well.
There she went. There she blows. And this is why Wraith Knights are not seen in the meta right now. He did not explode.
Pew pew. Pew 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 pew. I just drew this awesome diagram of what just happened here in real time.
Yep. Now we got a game.
All right, Juice does some of his best work this way, though. Going second, losing some models. We've been called children in chat, or in Boots on the Ground chat. Someone in chat asked about the house rules. I don't know if you caught that in. I saw it a few minutes ago. Slugger Boys, why not House Volkir? Imagine he's talking about the Knight.
I assume so.
But then he comes back and says Raven is a major problem. Yeah, I mean, Raven's the heat, bro. Like, Raven is the Castellan. That's the Bane.
Yeah, I think the Raven strat helps the Castellan the most. If you're not running a Castellan, then the other houses can be really good. I think Tyrannus is the one where they stand back up. That one can be really annoying in a multiple Gallant list. My friend runs that. Crast can be kind of interesting. with I believe Krast has the relic that gives them +2 damage against Titanic, so you can turn like a Crusader into a Titan killer. Is that correct? It might be another. There's a couple cool houses if you're not running the Castellan, but with the Castellan, I think Raven is the heater.
Oh, we got Austin in our private chat. He asked a question. He's like, "Can you not deep strike a Wraith Knight with the Webway?"
No.
Sadness. Real quick, is that Wraith Knight a character?
No.
All right, so by my tracker, Eric just picked up old school, held something, killed something at the top of his turn. So that's what we're moving into. Juice's turn 1. And Juice already predicts it's going to be a long turn. He's going to take a fucking long turn. If he says it's going to be a long turn, it's going to be a long turn.
There's not much he can do, though. I don't think the Dark Reapers have range on the Castellan, which means that he doesn't have range with a lot of things in the Castellan. So he's going to have to shoot maybe some of these guys in the open if there are any. And that's it. He's in a rough spot right now. That Castellan is basically going to be unhindered for a long time.
It looks like they're playing the Spearhead long ways. That is
Vanguard.
Vanguard. That's what I meant. Sorry. That is a rough deployment. Like you got to realize in ITC it's random, dog. You random deployment, and so a lot of people in their head. When they math out their games and they play their games in their mind all the time, how their list is going to work, how they're going to put their models on the table. A lot of people have this habit of building this very linear thought to do that, right? But for some reason, our brains are always this Dawn of War diagram because that's what we used to playing for so many years. That is they have a 1 in 6 chance of playing that. So you have to get used to playing dynamically and putting yourself in situations where your army might not be very sub-optimized. And I find this deployment being one of the trickier ones for a lot of the armies I was playing in the past, which is why I was gravitating toward things that infiltrated, things that had forward operating, so that way, like, didn't matter what map I was on, I did what I do. So this will be interesting because this is the map where he literally gets to be 90 inches away from the other corner, the other diagonal corner. It's a tricky map to fight for range.
Yeah, and the Castellan, like we keep talking about, has so much range on all its guns, and is really hard to deal with at range. So it does what it does no matter what. True
story. Looks like the old Hemlock is gonna get in the range. I think the Hemlock picked up Jinx, right? Isn't that the second power it has?
Yeah, and this might he probably needs to advance the Hemlock because it can go 20 extra inches if he wants to do any damage to the Castellan. So that'll be a question there. If that's what he's going for, he probably needs to advance. It doesn't impact its shooting because it's an assault weapon that hits automatically, and he's just measuring that out probably to get to the 18 or so inch. I think it's 18-inch range to shoot the Castellan. The Eldar flyers are really cool because of their ability to turn at the end of their movement as well.
Oh my god, the what is that called? Vector Dancer or something like that?
Vector Dancer, yeah. So it lets you like basically like stay within a tight box with Eldar flyers, with other flyers having to like radically change where they're going turn after turn. The Eldar flyers can almost keep themselves shooting at the same target for a couple turns.
You know, an Eldar Air Force was popular like all last season. I've seen it a lot. Every event I went to, I saw 2 or 3.
Yeah, because if you keep them Alatok, you can really be really hard to hit. Base neg-2 at good range. I mean, the Hemlock has to get close, so usually is only going to keep that -1 to hit. But you can do some cool things with them. I think they're limited in their ability to hold objectives and hold ground in a dense terrain environment. So it'll be interesting at LVO if people bring them.
Fact, true story.
So yeah, that interesting thing we talked about with Deathwatch earlier. He's spending the 2 CP to shoot this Hemlock that has moved into range of him with the Deathwatch strat.
So, because they have that special racial hatred of all things. And we got some dice app action, so I imagine this is a Stormbolter spree right here.
Yep.
Smart use of the 1 billion rapid fire shots, utilizing the old dice app, which now we know is going to be totally fine at LVO for the championship. Being endorsed by GW, they're streaming it. How does that make you feel going in?
That's fine. Anything that'll make the game go a little faster, be able to roll dice. I felt it was going to be oppressively impossible for the top 8 to
20
play
dice.
with 10 dice each, 20 dice total.
With 20 dice total, and knowing some people being dicks not sharing dice.
Yeah, and I mean the game's moved past being able to play with just 10 dice, so
we don't play that game anymore.
I prefer to be able to play with the small dice that we have, but
took a couple of wounds from intercepting volley. No big deal though. He's shrugged it off. He's still able to do stuff like this, but you gotta take free wounds to free wound though.
Free wounds is free wounds. Volsteiner, that's the GW dice app. It might not be available for Android anymore, right, Kenny? There's some weird thing.
It's it's iOS only. Its availability on Android vanished. So I actually have it on my old ass phone. I was gonna upgrade my phone. But I'm gonna like migrate my apps over. It's a fucking very useful app for anyone rolling a lot of dice. And it sucks that it's iOS. I mean, I'm sure there's other dice rolling apps out there. It's just people are already weird about rolling dice apps, and it's like at least they have the GW seal of approval on this one.
Yeah, SMM, FMM. I agree. It's kind of a shtick that LVO has always run for their top 8 because it's held in a casino in Vegas. They gave you 10 Vegas dice to when you made the top 8, and then instructed you that you had to use them. So.
Yeah, it also picks up on camera a lot better. You'll notice that we use casino dice for our cam as well. So if you're filming anything, it's just better. Looks like Juice is rebuilding his character bubble in the bottom of the screen here. He's probably being patient with the solitaire. As you guys know, you've watched our battle reports before. The solitaire in a fucking instant correct that ass. So he needs him to be in the right position for maybe crushing some smash captains, who come in. Maybe take out a fucking squad of duders. Who knows? A Jinx Doom combo jumping into a vet squad is bad times. So that guy's going to be a very powerful player in the late game for him, I think. So he's got to preserve him now.
Yeah, and I feel like with this deployment, Juice might have been better served deep striking his Harlequin bikes because of the deep set deployment of the Castellan. But he had full knowledge that the Castellan would be.
And anyone watching at home got to realize Juice has to play whatever we tell him to play.
Yep.
With very little and minimal amount of preparation, only knowledge he has is playing against it. So
I think he should advance these Harlequin bikes right now, get the auto 6 forward, and then pop the 1-point strat to give him a 3-up invul instead of their 4. Then he can really get a lot of value if the Castellan tries to take him out next turn.
Yeah, get the shot still. But there's so many nuances to every list, and Juice usually finds a way to pull it out or keep it competitive even when he's at a disadvantage. So that's the mark of a truly dynamic player in 40K. I would personally, I do agree with you. I would have webwayed my bikes for sure. The second I saw the deployment, I'm like, webway. I mean, but honestly, to be truthful, I'm trying to go second most of the time, and I'm webwaying a lot of things if I'm playing. Because we're talking, because we are in business together working on a commission, and I do have 12 bikes on my list that oftentimes go to webway.
Truth.
He is currently zoning, though. That is accurate. Beats Up Gaming, boots on the ground. Dan helping us out here. So what he's doing is he's creating bubbles. I'm drawing it on the map for people. He's creating little triangulation bubbles. He's got the hemlock here. So he's got all these little zones that he's created where basically he's made the decision for Eric where his deep strikers can go.
Yeah, I wonder if he can be almost out of range of most of the guns on the Castellan with those Dark Reapers and then leave them in that elevated position so that he can fire on the deep strikers coming in. I mean, it might be risky because the Volcano Lance can obviously shoot you from forever away, but it might allow you to at least scare off Eric's deep strikers for a turn before you can get back into position.
So looks like he's using Reapers to shoot in the psychic phase. He's probably going to pick on this little squad of intercessors he just pointed out. Doing some basic Eldar trickery right now, but Eric has done a good job mitigating it. So we'll see what happens here.
Joshua, the Deathwatch went first. Castellan picked up the Wraith Knight. Definitely, it was a risky maneuver, but
the Tempest. It's a lot of shots in the Tempest. Oh man, I love that fucking Tempest.
Yeah, that gun is so good.
The set is so freaking good. There you go. So a bunch of neg 2 damage. Or is it 1 damage or 2?
1 damage.
1 damage. That's right. Loses a Primaris and a guy. Unless they're in cover. Oh, no, even if they're in cover. Neg 2. Whenever I used to play Cultists against triple Reaper squads, it always killed 13 guys each.
This might be the what's it called? This might be the Tempest Launcher.
Yeah, the first one was the missile launcher, Eldar missile launcher.
Yeah, because that was my big worry, is that he didn't have range in the Castellan with the Dark Reapers. So
he's gonna pick that squad up right now, I think.
Some damage tossed around.
Oh, there's a guy with a wound left? Hopefully Juice got a couple more shots to click that guy down.
I'll be able to shoot him again in the shooting phase. Because that was just the psychic phase.
That was the cat lady throws up the you get a free soul burst action right now.
Yeah, it's the power cast on 8 and she gets +1, so we cast on a 7, so she's reasonably reliable with it. It used to be cast on a 5 or 6 with her +1, and it was the GW had to change that.
Yeah,
as one of the many Ynnari nerfs.
So Avengers have just been protected. They have protect off.
All right, he's probably casting Jinx on this Castellan. Goes off on an 8. We'll see if Eric can deny.
Probably got a no. He's probably got a Psychic Hood. That's what I think he was checking range on. 7, I think it's +1, but it doesn't. I don't think it's enough.
Nope.
So Jinx is one. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Juice is out of range of the Castellan, I guess.
So he's probably just casting on the squad right there then.
Yep.
Yeah, he probably has no. Yeah, he has no bullets to that Castellan. So the thing is, Doom and Jinx. If you guys are new to Eldar, Doom plus Jinx equals highest DPS combination in the game, in my opinion. For laying down wounds, and Eldar with those 2 second powers, as Sean has put it, can make any unit capable of any task because they have rules across their army that make AP go up if you roll 6s, that have multiple damage. They have a lot of interesting types of volumes of firepower that when Doom and the Jinx are applied to it, can fill any role in a pinch. Kill infantry, kill knights, whichever.
Yep. But this is where it's good play by Eric, good setting up, having that Castellan so far back. The only unit, it appears, that Juice could have had to shoot the Castellan turn 1 was that Wraith Knight. So when it got, that really changed the fabric of the game.
I bet you Juice is actually going after that marked unit.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to pick up points however he can, and if he can't hurt the Castellan, he's going to have to start clearing a bunch of guys and try to make this game.
Well, there is an old adage. Sometimes when you're playing with a knight and he's put you in a situation where you can't really interact with it because everyone's got a game plan for a knight until you actually start playing and people are actively seeking to counter your game plan. Sometimes you just have to go to operation that doesn't exist.
I go to that operation a lot.
Oh, that's a classic operation.
Yeah, because your plans that for dealing with knights usually involve, in theory, if the knight is there, I can do this much damage. But the second somebody puts 10 guardsmen in front of the knight, and you're like, oh, well.
Ooh. So it looks like he picked up that one primary squad. He's going after this one right here in cover. Picked up another one. So Juice has killed something. That's huge for his turn 1.
Yeah, he's got to stay connected in the points race. He can't let it get too far behind.
So Juice has already scored. He's already held. He's probably set up for recon. I imagine that one squad has crested the line. So he's in the race. He's in the race. Looks like he's holding 2. He might be out holding.
It's probably 2-2.
Well, I think he just picked up that squad that was holding that other one for him.
Yep, when I go to the top down, it's very clearly 2-1.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the Reapers split shots. That was, in case you guys were curious where like those volleys came from. They split up to pick up the last intercessor and then just did some bonus damage on the other squad. Killed 2 Storm Shields from Tempest. Because you guys don't realize, so he sent the Tempest to the marked unit.
Yeah, and he paid 1 CP to fire and fade the Reapers, it looks like.
If you guys don't know what Fire and Fade does, that's the one of the fucking best in the game. It's what lets him shoot the Reapers, then fade right back behind the wall. So the Tempest Launcher was able to start picking up some models in the marked unit that he jinxed. He turned Storm Shields into 4 up invulnerables instead of 3 up invulnerables, and he actually started working on his marked unit. So Juice is doing a lot of things. He's task-oriented all over the table, picking up a couple marked units, making sure he gets his kill on turn 1 so he's in the race. He's just picking up 2 wound models from multiple units, and he's just going to kind of play this game on the back end. They're both depleting CPs and astronomical rate. 2 CPs to fire and fade. Juice is already down to 5. Or 1 CP to fire and fade. It's looking strong. We're working with boots on the ground right now. Bring you guys up to date information. Looks like he's killed 2 more models out of the marked unit.
Okay, so it does look like he did pay the 1 CP to give the bikes a 3+ invul when he advanced on turn 1. So he spaced out with the bikes. They're natural neg1 to hit. Now they have a 3-up invul. If things get sketchy and a lot of things come in or the Castellan targets them, he can make them a further neg1 to hit to be a total of neg2 with a 3-up invul, which could really set that stage for him to start keeping them alive, do some damage. It'll burn through a lot of his CP, but that's sometimes what you have to do in order to re-normalize the game and get yourself into a good position.
Yep, and if you got it right here, so Harlequins have a built-in -1. There's a stratagem to make it -1, and they have +1 invulnerable, and Harlequins have a natural 4-up invulnerable. This unit has suddenly become much more difficult to interact with. They have 3 wounds each.
They have 3 wounds each.
And when you kill one,
the Call's Wrath Relic literally is made to kill them on that Castellan, but at neg2 to hit, it's hard to hit him. It's hard to interact with him. So he can maybe weather the storm, get real lucky with a couple rolls, and then start moving up the board. The speed of the Harlequin bikes is amazing. They can move 16. You can auto advance them 6. And then they can still shoot their weapons, obviously at neg1 to hit, but their guns are assault, and they can still assault things because they're Harlequins. They can advance and charge.
Those haywire cannons are so fucking good. It is turn 2, I believe. I believe Eric is taking turn 2. Let's get a tally on score. By my count, they both killed. They both held, and then I think Juice held more. My count is Juice held more. He secured recon by my count. This is just my estimations, and I think Eric got old school. So I think turn 1 is actually 4-3 Juice, but I'm going to get clarification on the table.
Yep, looks like Beats Lab Gaming says that's what it is. 4-3.
Good turn, Juice, fighting off his heels, picking up points. That's ITC veteran skills right there. You got to play with absolute confidence, and you can't get shaken when somebody picks up your Wraith Knight on turn 1. You got to just play for those points.
Yeah, then you kind of get that when you decide to take a Wraith Knight sometimes in this Castellan world. The Wraith Knight just is not of the same caliber Titanic that the Imperial Knight is. So,
which is huge because, you know, for all of 7th edition, it was a goddamn nightmare to deal with those, remember?
It was a nightmare for a couple editions. Remember when you could take 3?
Hell yeah. Remember when he could jump around and fucking fly on top of buildings and shoot you with that stupid Forge World Flamer? That was the biggest dumb shit ever. It's like, here's my dude. He flies on top of this building. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, because it was a jump monstrous creature, whereas everybody else's was not.
Bunch of walking around hobos. So it looks like he's figuring out his deep strikes. He's moving some models. He's got to kind of do some pre-measuring, kind of figure out what he wants to do, how he wants to dress this flyer. Looks like he's moving around to one of his vet squads. This is the one that's on the table right here, is one of 3. If you guys want to know what the army lists are, ! Lists over on Twitch. Check them out. But there are 3 big-ass Deathwatch squads with a bike, with a Vanguard guy, with a Terminator, with storm shields. 2 of them are in reserves along with a Smash captain. And they are going to come in this turn, I imagine. They're going to make their appearance. They're going to bring that gentle back pressure, potentially.
Yeah, Slugger Boys makes a good point. Is something Knights do with multiple weaponries. Juice can only play the -1 to hit strat on either the bikes or the flyer. So if the Knight targets both, he's going to have to pick one or the other to protect. I would probably protect the bikes at this point. The flyer, to me, is compromised anyway.
Yeah, fuck, the flyer's
and it can't really claim objectives. Whereas one bike skipping around could win the game.
So
way.
No Zone just went off and Smite just went off. So it looks like Juice is going to try to block one of them. He does not, I don't believe. So
I'm sure he can't block. Oh, the flyer actually is a psyker, so he can try to block the Smite, I would assume.
So he got smited, took a wound. Because they all have that 6-up Feel No Pain, those flyers.
Yep, they got the 6-up Feel No Pain.
But No Zone, that's pretty cool. Staying tight. Looks like Cat Lady's over there. So what is Cat Lady waiting to do? Walk us through it. What's her move? She's waiting for something to die, right?
Cat Lady's just going to keep casting that Psychic Power, make those Dark Reapers shoot twice a turn. That's her whole play.
That's her move.
She doesn't really do much. She's semi-decent in combat if it comes down to it, but being so far back, she's not going to really do anything to that Knight.
This whole little section I've circled on the table has a lot going on. Boys and girls, Cat Lady, Solitaire hiding in there. It's a little bubble of death right there. So the Castellan is not gonna not gonna drop 3 CP to reroll ones, I believe. Because I think Eric literally only has 3 CP left.
He's got 3 CP left, and something you kind of find is like you want to wait for that good situation for it. Obviously, if the bikes move next to any of his Deathwatch squads, he could shoot them on a further turn. So this turn he might not even overdrive the plasma, or if he does, shoot it at the bikes and finish them, because he doesn't have to really worry about hurting himself too much this turn, because the Castellan is so hard for Juice to deal with. He's not going to be able to.
All right, we have a clutch of dice rolls coming in. I imagine Stormbolters are shooting at the flyer. So did Eric not bring his Deep Strikers in this turn?
That's what it appears. It appears he did not. He feels that his position is good enough. Why not wait until the Eldar player starts to feel the pressure?
He went first, and he adapted, and he's like, so he's like, no, I gotta re-cage my game plan.
Yeah, why bring him in when the bikes are hard to deal with?
When my opponent has done everything in his power to make me not bring him in, so fuck it. So CP's minus. So he spent the CP to make the flyer to -1. So he decided to do it on the bikes. I mean, on the flyer.
Yeah, that'll be interesting, because now the Castellan can shoot those bikes probably.
For just a standard -1. Maybe he just balanced in the fact that the Call's Wrath is not engaged.
I mean, we don't know if it's engaged until he shoots to overcharge it.
Truth. See if he takes that opportunity. Flyer's got to make a couple of saves.
Makes a couple. Takes 2.
Jet
he did the AP -1 rounds.
Yep.
That's the cool thing about Deathwatch. They have so much versatility. They pay for it. They're expensive, but they have so many options.
It's true. Those bolters, man. Bolters.
Yeah, and Eric's playing a really sound game.
He's picking his shots. He knows what he wants to do. He's responding to Juice. So remember, he's got to pick up. So right now, he's only holding one objective again. He didn't move anybody out. So he's going to hold in his turn. He's got to kill something in his turn. I imagine he's going to kill something. I feel like it's going to happen.
Yeah, Longship Loft, it is a patrol. It might be marked wrong on the list. It's not a battalion for Harlequins. It's just a patrol. But Juice only started with 8 CP. So, patrol, yeah.
Here we go. Boots on the ground, Dan. +2 wound ammo at the bike, so he's doing the whole wound on twos one shot right now.
Yep, so he wounded a bike.
There we go. Because he's taking that. Looks like some intercessors right here. Deathwatch intercessors. See if we can do something to these bikes. Juice is making saves, it looks like. No big deal. How many Harlequin jet bikes or haywire cannons is the minimum that you like to run?
I've gone up and down. It depends what other firepower I think is in your list. But when I play the more Harlequin bikes, I think like 11 to 12 is the good number. That's that sweet spot. 3 units, 2 big units, 1 small unit. Because you can only deep strike 2.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it too. We are indeed playing with the bolter beta rules, everyone at home. In case anyone was curious. So it looks like the Castellan's about to make his play on that fighter plane.
Yeah, he probably might be in range for Meltaguns on the flyer. So he'll probably do Meltagun, Inferno Lance at the flyer, and then throw the Call's Wrath and maybe the shoulder guns at either target to finish it. That's probably what he's debating right now, whether he needs the shoulder guns to help finish the flyer because it's -2 to hit or not. So it looks like it's Missile, Call's Wrath at the bikes, and Inferno Lance and Meltas and shoulder cannons at the flyer.
All right, he's rolling on the table. Let's see here. Ooh. He's got 2 failed wounds, it looks like. Now he's going to roll a CP. Gets 1 through. So did he just... So this is...
The Meltas rolled terrible against the flyer.
Yep.
And then he spent some CP to re-roll stuff.
Does 6 damage, it looks like. So it is 2 dice roll, pick the highest. So 6 up, feel no pains. Coming in clutch. Juice.
Ugh. 11 total from the Melta.
Oh, 11. He got 2 through. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this flyer probably didn't make it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on that same limb.
So that was a 1C. Was Boots on the Ground Dan? Was that a 1 CP conversion to make that happen for Eric? Did he have versus 3 CP to make Call's Wrath go reroll all ones? That's a pretty positive situation if that's how that played out.
And I guess it was the Missile and the Meltas at the flyer. He used the 1 CP and the Warlord's free reroll.
Ah, that's what it was. That's right, because they do have that sweet CP farm relic that also gives you a free reroll.
And then it's the Inferno Lance and Call's Wrath at the bikes. Try and maximize this turn.
Let's see how the bikes do here. So he loses. So one bike gone. Let's see if it shoots in death.
The Harlequin Patrol is not Yunari. The Harlequin Patrol is Dreaming Shadow. The Yvrain is in the Eldar.
-1 to hit. Lots of misses here. Call's Wrath got 11 shots though on those bikes. -1 kind of keep him clutch. Let's see what happens here. So Juice does have the +1 invulnerable save here. He rolled a lot of 1s.
Castellan looks like it took 7 mortals from shooting its own Call's Wrath.
Whew.
Oof, those are some bad rolls.
Oh, Juice. Damn, dude, that's 3 dead bikes. That's a bad roll. That's a
bad roll.
So Call's Wrath, because of the -1 to hit and no rerolling 1s, just took a shitload of wounds. That's pretty good for Kingslayer. So I think Juice accidentally picked up a Kingslayer right there. It's every 6 wounds, I think, for this model, right?
Yeah. That's why I definitely said that I would have played the further -1 on the bikes, not the flyer. But that's the journey we lead.
Juice likes to play close to the chest, but let's see if Juice kills anything. He lost 4 bikes just now, so he gets to roll some 4-ups. See, maybe he picks up some intercessors.
Yeah, he might be able to kill some those intercessors out in the front.
Yeah,
but
Dreaming Shadow, I believe, is the name of that, right?
Yep, on a 4-up, they shoot D6 shots at those intercessors.
That's basically the best one.
Yeah, it's the best one.
So only one gets to fire D6 shots.
Three shots.
There we go. Let's see if we can pick up a guy. That'd be nice.
3 ups to hit, 4 ups to wound.
And they're minus
-1.
and 6 and mortal wounds on 4s.
These are only against vehicles.
Only against vehicles, that's right. That would have been a sick roll though. You rolled a 4 and a 6.
Yeah.
Picks up a wound on a duder. Not bad.
Not wound on a duder. Not good.
So has the Castellan Knight taken 9 wounds now in his own mortal wounds? Because I know he took some from the first turn. I think Juice is accidentally getting a lot of... Is gonna be getting some Kingslayers all up and down this game.
Well, not for much longer. So those bikes start dying to other things.
So it looks like we're in the morale phase. Bikes
can only... The one good thing about being during Dreaming Shadow as well is they can only ever lose 1 to morale. So Leadership 8 lost 4. He's only ever going to lose 1, but could only lose none if he rolls less than 5.
So we're going to Juice's turn too. Eric held 1, killed 1, and he did not pick up any secondaries. So now it's Juice's turn to... Juice has to hold more just to tie it, which he's already holding more just by virtue of existing. So he has to kill a single unit. He's tied on primary. Juice actually, like we said, looks like he picked up a Kingslayer though.
2, right? Isn't it every 4 wounds? Or
I think it's every 6 when it's a monster or a vehicle.
No, I think it's 4 if it's a monster vehicle, because people do this to
4?
the Incarn. People do it to the Incarn all the time because they go 4/4, find out she's Warlord and only can get 3, and then they don't pick it.
Well, so yeah, is it 4? So like so when you kill, well, how many wounds does Magnus have? 16.
Chat confirms it's 4.
It's 4. It's 4. And what if it's not? So is it just always 4 for everyone, no matter how big you are, or?
Yeah, for monsters it's 4 for Kingslayer. You get an extra point for killing you if it's a Warlord.
That's right.
So like a Morty Warlord could give up 5 points, but you can't get 5 points.
But it's mainly for like a 6 wound like war boss or some shit, right?
Well, because he's not a monster, so then it's every 3 wounds, right?
Right. So you get 2 for killing him, and then you pick up a third.
Pick up 1 for Warlord.
That's right. So Juice, just by virtue of existing and not dying that turn, I think math-wise, he's gonna kill. He's gonna hold. He's gonna potentially, and he's gonna hold more. And Eric, I think, is probably gonna kill more because I'll be shocked that Juice actually kills 2 units this turn. But he can do it. I think it's within his power. I'm going minimums. Juice is gonna be up again this turn if Juice only kills 1 unit.
That'd be good.
So it looks like we're doing some intercepting volley right now on those bikes from the Deathwatch.
That'll take him down to just 1 CP.
Yeah, he's doing it. He wanted to do more things than just the Call's Wrath. So, but Juice loses 2 wounds on a bike. Looks like, or 3 because they're -1 bolter shots, huh?
Oh right, Eric's at 0 CP now because that reroll he used last turn.
That's all his CP. And Juice is down a bike. See if Juice gets to shoot that bike. That'd be interesting if he puts up another wound on something.
Yep. Does he roll? Did he roll to see if the bike shoots in death?
He may have off camera somewhere.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see if he leaves the Dark Reapers out in the open this turn and moves his Farseer within 6 inches to make sure he can shoot
the Deep Strikers.
The Deep Strikers.
Yeah, big play. See how big of a play that would be. But I do think Juice is I mean, he's ticking away on the score. They're in turn 2. He's from going turn 2, from going second, from losing things on turn 1, from being put in situations can't use all his tools. He's doing a great job keeping the score competitive.
Yeah, and this board and distance is bad for just the construction of Juice's army. It's a tough hole to climb out of, but I think the mission is actually helpful to him with the objectives all out in the open, because if Eric stays back with the Castellan, then it doesn't actually impact the objective game. All it continues to do is it blows holes and stuff, but Juice has lost a lot of his big stuff, which now starts to neuter some of the Castellan's shooting.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. The Castellan's is kind of done about what it's supposed to do. Like now it just can pick up infantry units, which is kind of not what it wants to do, but it can.
Mm-hmm.
But it can. So Juice is spreading out. He's got this one bike here. I mean, even that one haywire bike, and it's always a sad day when only one haywire bike is to actually shoot its haywire missiles at a fucking Castellan. It's always a sad day.
If it even can.
If it even can. It's right. And so I do like its positioning, though, because it gets through this turn. It's created another nexus.
Mm-hmm. It pushes out the deep strikers a little bit.
Yep. As we indicate on the map right here. Solid positioning right there. So it's going to make Eric have to think about his deep strikers again. And I do like the idea of these Reapers being in a position to shoot in this like obviously open area. As long in the Farseers where he can see multiple lanes. So like he might just leave his dick out on the table this turn and make shit happen.
I mean, he might have to. It could be bad, but I mean, he could cast Protect on them. Then they're sitting on a 2-up save from the incoming shooting from the veterans. Maybe if he's hugging that hill in the middle, maybe he fire fades closer to that hill, and the Castellan won't be able to shoot him around that big terrain piece.
See, that's a sick play. I love fire and fade. Right? They shoot. They pick this unit up. They fade here, as Sean indicated. They hide from the Castellan's line of sight. So he can't see through that shit. They're just chilling right here, kind of just covering this kind of field of fire for deep strikers.
Yep. I think that's probably a good move now, just to keep things honest and now start to move up the board, because otherwise, if they keep fire and fading into this same enclosed ruin in the back, they're never going to impact a lot of the game.
Okay, looks like the psychic power roll-off for mortal wounds. I believe that was what that was. What's the name of that power?
I think it's Mirror the Minds, or I'll double check on that.
Mirror the Minds. It's pretty cool. It can go infinite, but not if you roll a 1 and your opponent rolls a 6 on the first roll.
Yeah.
Could have been sick.
Yeah, Mirror Minds is one of those theoretical
infinite DPS powers.
Infinite DPS powers.
Yeah, that you actually have to beat your opponent's roll. So it's actually less than a 50% chance, I think, right?
No, if you're the player casting the power, they have to beat you.
Oh, so they have to beat you. So you actually have more than a 50% chance.
Yeah.
So he's rolling some 4s and some 5s here in psychic powers. This does not seem like a good psychic phase. Because Doom and Jinx need higher than that.
Quite a bit higher.
Yes, that's kind of why I like having the Pocket Warlock to get that in a pinch +1 to cast for Doom and Jinx. Or for Jinx. But at the end of the day, he's got a bunch of dudes in cover. He doesn't have... And you know, he's going to be real. I think he's going to be all about this Reaper squad, I think, as you outlined.
Yeah, he has to find a way to both put him in a position to do damage and keep him still out of the way for the Castellan. So I think he really has to get up to this hill and hug it and hope that the sight lines are no good for the Castellan shooting. Because let's be real, the Castellan make those boys pay.
So he got a few powers off. Check it out there. Walk us through that with your Eldar expertise.
Which ones did he get off?
Looks like Order the Phoenix, reroll the 1s, Protect.
All right. Well, Word of the Phoenix lets him shoot. Reroll ones is Ancestor's Grace, so they would reroll ones to hit. And Protecting the Dark Reapers would give him a 2-up save. So those are all good powers to get off if he can do some damage and then.
He's shooting now. He's getting not the kind of rolls he needs right now. He missed 2 shots, failed to convert one of his wounds. I think we're.
Yeah, 18-inch range on the Dire Avengers is pretty cool.
Oh, so that was Rangers to Interceptors.
So he must have failed Word of Phoenix.
So much is happening. This is a nuanced turn. Looks like we got some Rangers on this objective right here. He's probably popping some shots here. Dire Avengers looks like right here. Chilling on this.
Yeah,
objective.
Dire Avengers have 18-inch range, which is cool. So they might be able to reach, 1 or 2 guys might be able to reach these intercessors out in front. But if not, his main damaging power, it looks like he's mapping out his Dark Reapers now.
Yeah, he's doing some math right now. So it's really about he has to kill this unit. There's 4 models left. Looks like it's 3. It's a total of 6, 7 wounds left in that unit. Juice has to kill something this turn. So he gets that point. He's still set up for recon because the bike crested the center. So he's going to get another turn of recon. So that's huge. So here we go. Dark Reaper time. Strike 8. Let's see if he can pick up some Primaris Duders. Ooh. Good first shot.
Yeah, and then, like I said, I feel like the only play he has is to try and hug that hill.
And so this is this the Tempest Launcher now shooting because it ignores line of sight, goes a different place. And here we go, fire and fade. There it is.
Yep, 7 inches, which is interestingly enough more than they move regularly.
More than they actually move.
For some units, fire and fade works out to be less than they actually move. For Dark Reapers, it works out to be more.
So that's a pretty good. So I think that's the play. So, Juice is killed. He ain't gonna kill more, but he killed. And like I said, with the minimum amount done this turn, which is to hold to kill, to hold more, and plus his Kingslayer, he's probably gonna shoot that Knight right now with D6 Haywire shots, only 2 shots. See if he can get nothing. So I think that's about his turn. I think see what he wants to do here.
Is he gonna make a charge?
Well, I think it's maybe a couple more pop shots with Dire Avengers.
I wouldn't charge those guys. Not with 1 bike.
Nope. I like the positioning better to just chill.
Just chill. That boy's alone. He doesn't want to know nothing.
There we go. Turns it back over. I think we're in turn 3, ladies and gentlemen. By my estimations, we are 9-6. I'm waiting from Boots on the Ground Dan and Spikey Bits TV to confirm that as totals. I update the turn counter. Juice still, I believe, in the lead. Playing off his heels, playing as tight of a game as anyone can with the cards he was dealt. Is this the turn that the deep striking? There is still a beefy amount of vets in reserves about to drop in, I believe.
Yeah, and they have to come in.
This is the turn. It's turn 3.
This is the turn. This is the big one.
I feel like we're at the Bourbon Bowl. Fucking go Mud Dogs.
Yeah, and as long as Juice has 2 CP left, which by my math he does, he'll be able to intercept one of these squads coming in. And it's interesting, he could actually intercept the character because it's not the shooting phase, I think. So he could intercept the character because you have to drop in one at a time.
Can I get a recount? Boots on the Ground Dan for Eric's score. He picked up kill more hold on turn 1. He just picked up kill hold. I believe he also has an old school point because he killed on turn 1.
He didn't kill more turn 1. Juice did. He killed 1 unit, right?
Oh yeah, I see that here. See that in my final tally. Trying to be accurate. You are right.
Yep. So 5-9. Juice.
Juice is
behind Eric.
taking a solid lead.
And that lead will probably start to dwindle. I think definitely Eric will kill more this turn.
This is turn 3, and turn 3 is the backbreaking turn, ladies and gentlemen. We say that all the time.
The interesting thing is, since Eric is top, the kills, if the Dark Reapers are able to convert and pick up a whole squad, shooting those 2 shots each, strength 5 with 2 damage each bullets, then if he can pick up a whole squad of these deep strikers and then get the psychic power off.
It's going to be tricky, though. They all have storm
shoot
shields.
Twice. Yeah. Still 3-ups. And 1, 2, 3. He's got 6, so that's 12 shots. Strength 5. Rerolling 1s to hit. It's a lot of bullets.
It's a lot of bullets.
Plus the Tempest Launcher. Good roll.
Good roll.
Maybe
So,
you can get him.
Yep. Agreed. It's going to be interesting. I like how that Eric immediately moved the Castellan off the line this turn. So the robot is coming to play. He's going to start making his appearance known here in the next few turns. And get to the center and start fucking shit up. That's what they do for a living. So here we go. My man is laying dudes out. He is putting a big-ass eclectic unit of vets down. We've got 1 jump pack guy, 1 bite guy, 1 Terminator guy, all storm bolters, all storm shields that can have them, and I think a power maul mixed in or something like that, probably because it's cheap.
Yeah.
That's a good fucking squad.
It's a big squad.
That's a... yeah.
And, yeah, there's a big squad.
And he's got 2 more. I mean, he's got 2 total coming in right now, because he's still got the remnants of the first squad, and I'll show you guys right here. If you're just tuning in, Juice was able to take a couple wounds out of this squad. You can see the bike is spearheading this unit. That's one of the big Dig Bandit squads. This one just dropped in, and my man Eric's going to find a place to drop his other one in. This is going to be a tricky turn, because they're coming in. And now we get to see some action. So we're going to see some action here on turn 3, but I really think the action is going to unfold on turn 4, because Juice has characters to get into these fights.
Yeah, if the Dark Reapers can survive through.
All right,
this
here we
turn,
go. This is the Dark Reaper shooting with the line of sight from the Farseer. My man has to make a clutch of Storm Shield saves right here. Fails 2. And here goes the Tempest Launcher with 7 shots.
Yeah, the way these veteran squads are constructed are very defensible. You've got Terminator, sometimes 2 to tank with 2-up saves. You've got Storm Shields on the basic guys to tank with 3-up invols. You've got a couple guys with multiple wounds. It's really hard. It's really hard to factor in.
Yep, looks like he pulled 2 basic duders. Looks like he's 3 dead from 4-1.
3 dead, and then the captain landed right in the middle of all that.
Yep, and that's the character pocket. As you guys can see right here on the screen, if you're wondering why he was putting a model back, he wasn't. He had to resolve Forewarned at that moment, and then he continued deep striking a separate model that says Smash Captain Light chilling right in the cut.
Lavarius, there's 1 Harlequin bike left alive. 1 lone soldier limping on.
Ooh, looks like I may have made a mistake. Thank you, Spikey Bits TV. I may have copied and pasted something wrong earlier. I certainly did. All right. Updated. Thank you, Robbie B. Boots on the ground, Dan. Updated the link, ! Lists. Apparently, I copy and pasted our Hangouts link in there, which is not correct. So now if you want to see these lists, that's all you gotta do. Early word from the table is Smite. Juice saying that he may have made a couple of movement mistakes early in the game. See how he plays off of that. Juice is famous for saying on the podcast, testicular fortitude. Mm-hmm. So Juice is going to have to dig deep here. And he's being very objective about the game, and he is going to play that hard. That's how he plays that hard to the last model. So we got a Smite going off. Someone perils. Probably Mr. Farseer. Or no, this is Mr. Librarian. I am curious to see how much damage all these Stormbolters do. New beta rules, everything. So, hey, look, Mike died. Here we go. This is the time. I can tell Eric has a throbbing erection under the table right now.
Yeah, he's getting good, real good position.
He gets to roll all the dice that he built his list around in his beat slap. Confirmed. Throbbing erection is confirmed for Boots on the Ground, Dan. This is those moments where he's like, when he built his list and he saw the beta rules, he's like doing his math on all his fingers, all his toes. He's like, you know how many bullets I get? This is the turn he gets to shoot all his fucking bullets. You know how happy that makes people? So this is gonna be it. This will be a crazy fucking turn. Boots on the ground, Dan. We got a couple pockets of unit shooting right now. Looks like he's going from right to left, maybe. There we go. Juice is giving us the indicator. There we go. Thank you, brother. So he's taking shots at these Reapers, trying to whittle them down with all his pot shots possible. So that way he can probably let his new guys who dropped in just start crushing out the backfield. They do have Protect up, though. Oh, he's getting down. Oh, that's never a good sign when you see the guy dip down, look behind his Castellan. That's never a good sign.
Yeah, so this has happened to me before, too, whereas if you didn't walk to the other side of the table, pre-measure where the Castellan...
Well, the Castellan moved.
...your guy. Well, yeah, but you could pre-measure that. And you could see where he could move to and see what your sight lines are. If the Dark Reapers couldn't both be on the board and hidden, then this is about to hurt. So he's not overcharging. He's not interested in taking more wounds. Yeah, that sweet high AP going into the Reapers is not what we wanted here. So
God, my man rolls good for that cost, right? Let's see what happens here. Look how tall that castle is. You guys are watching on the screen. Like, I'm looking at the dice, but I'm also over here in the top corner. Like, look at this guy. This guy is a fucking ass clown. Look at this guy. Shooting all the way through this, clipping dudes back here. That model's too tall. He's as tall as a fire. Juice, are you actively cheering for your opponent to whiff his rolls? Did you just will the dice to not roll good for him? Oh no, is he actually whiffing? I think he is. Sometimes Castellan robots or Castellans don't do anything. That's a lot of hits.
I can confirm 4 6s is a lot.
That's a solid roll, sir. All right, let's see what happens here. Juice just lost a clutch of dudes. Well, that Reaper squad is not looking so strong. And we say it time and time again, guys. We got all this time on the chess clock if you look at it. But at the end of the day, turn 3 is almost all you need. If Eric just does the math, figures out his shots, figures out how he wants to put him down, he's going to cripple Juice right now. Juice is actually ecstatic and elated that there's still a Dark Reaper left. He is confirmed from the Beats Lab. Here we go. My man gets to pull out his dice app. This is the moment he's been waiting for. He says, I'm going to shoot all these guys at these Rangers. And Juice is already like, you want me to pick them up? I already know the dialogue. And he's like, no, let me roll them because, you know. Here we go. Dice app on deck. There we go. This is the moment he's been waiting for. How many? Drop all those not threes. Oh, he's gonna re-roll the ones. There we go. Dice app made rolling a billion. I just, yeah. There we go. They're dead. Yes, turns out a billion Stormbolter shots kills 5 Rangers all day, every day. So now he's seeing Juice is just going to pick. See, this is where you advance the game. Juice didn't even make him roll that. He said he let him get his erection. He let him finish here. Roll those dice. I'll let you do it. But then he's like, I'm going to shoot this one guy. He's like, Juice is like, I'm taking this guy off the table. So he's already killed 3 units. He killed last guy, full 5. So that's already 3. Juice is not going to be able to respond to that in his turn. And we are on Juice's timer. Juice is excited about this turn, is what I'm hearing. This is when he gets to bring his characters out. Maybe the Solitaire gets to ninja kick somebody. He gets to bring the Harlequins out. They're doing so much. So it's going to be a lot. So, but my estimates, he was able to take. So now Eric repositioned. He's holding 2 objectives, and he killed. So he held, he killed, but he's holding 2. He killed 3. That's a butcher's bill. So, well, man, it's probably going to go from 5, 6, 7. I'm going to say 8, 9. I think he's going to shoot to 9 this turn. In one turn, he's going to do some work.
Well, I mean, if he uses Cat Lady to pick up this objective, holds the other objective with his Rangers, picks up that, Juice will have 3 objectives. He'll hold more. He can maybe he won't. I don't know if he can. He's got to kill
4. He's got to kill 4 units because he lost 3 to kill more.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's a thing. So I think Juice can play the hold more kill. So he can pick up his 3. If he can
pick up recon,
he can pick up recon, get his 4. Keep the lead for another turn, but he's got to. This is the testicular fortitude that Juice always talks about. This is the turn. He's going to be ambitious, I think. He's going to try to make a lot of things happen here.
Yeah, I think he's got to get this Solitaire, hopefully, into a charge.
Juice, if you can hear me, point at your Solitaire. Yep, still there. Right here. Solitaire's chilling. Cat Lady moved up. Farseer right here. And this is a troop of players right here, it looks like.
Oh, Solitaire's still hanging back, huh?
Yeah, he's still hanging back. Juice is going for the bonus too, I think. I think he's trying to put characters on 3 objectives. So I think that Solitaire is still going to move. Well, he's got it. He's got a Spirit Seer. I'm trying to figure out where the 3rd character on the 3rd objective is. So Juice is gonna really. I mean, that's interesting. He's just gonna stay focused on picking up more points. So here we go. I think it's the blitz. I think the blitz is happening now.
Doesn't look like he rolled a big number.
6 on Blitz. Just have to make that charge.
It's a bad number. Where's the Shadow Seer? Can you make him?
I think the Shadow Seer is like right there. What does the Shadow Seer make him do?
Usually can make him move twice, but it might not be able to do it on a Blitz turn. I'll double check.
Yeah, I think it's an either or, and you roll the dice to see if you get it for free, basically. So he's got to figure it out. I mean, I think Juice has abandoned the plan because he didn't roll high enough. So now the Solitaire is tucked in nice and neatly, right up here, as you guys can see. So Cat Lady, Solitaire chilling right here. He had an option to select that plan. So potentially cost him a bonus point.
Actually, you can Twilight Pathways on a turn you blitz to move twice. So
good to know. So what is the Twilight Pathway? Psychic power, or just an ability?
It's a psychic power to make it move twice.
So
it's actually the reverse. You can't blitz if they use Twilight Pathways on you the turn before.
The turn before. So you can't do it 2 turns in a row, basically.
I mean, you can only blitz once per game, but yeah.
But so you can't like Twilight Pathway for a double move, then blitz for a double move, back-to-back turns. You can do it all in 1 turn.
Yeah, you can do it all in 1 turn.
But he would have had to cast that second power with that. He's watched you play with a Solitaire enough times, and he was just like, "Yo, you just go 30 inches. What's the problem here?"
And this is a fact.
He's like, "Wait, I only rolled a 14. What the hell? Sean always rolls like a 30." But you got to be willing to adapt your plan. So he made a plan. He would have to put himself in a bad position to secure it. So he went for the safer move, set him up in the cut.
I mean, he could still make that 11-inch, 12-inch charge, whatever that is, in the middle of the board into those Deathwatch. It could still happen.
Yeah. He absolutely can. So he just moved to Farseer. Okay, that's what so he does have the 3 objectives. He was able to reform the wall. So it looks like he advanced to Farseer to get exactly within 3.
Yeah, because you can still advance and cast psychic powers.
Yep, right here, right here, right here. So Spirit Seer, Farseer, take your pick. So Juice is holding 3, so he's already holding more objectives, and he has the bonus. So it's a net positive right there. So Juice will hold more, secure bonus. He's already got, literally just through existing, 3 points. He's gonna pick up Recon for 4 points. So he pure existing 4 points. All he has to do is kill a unit this turn. And he turns it into a 5-point turn with just clever play.
Legit.
That's not solid playing. Here we go. Soul Burst, 3-man unit. It's go time. He's making plays. Just whittling wounds. He's got to figure out where all the bullets are going to go.
There are not that many bullets left, but
yeah. All of what is left. Single wound on the soul burst. Yep. You just put a wound on a Primus guy.
Is the clock paused? Did the clock break?
Clock may have broken. Yo, also a big shout out. Looks like we got a donation on YouTube from somebody named Miss Joner. Appreciate your support, homie. Protect on the 5-man unit fails. Juice is failing some powers. He says, I appreciate the cast. Excited for LVO. Wishing everyone going good luck and great games. Miss Joner, thank you.
Thank you.
Twilight goes off. Shadow Weaver casts Twilight. It goes off.
Double move in the Harlequin troop.
1 inch on the advance, however. Oh.
They're still moving 9 extra inches, so they're
They're gonna be there.
They're gonna be there.
All right,
This unit is not tooled up for combat. They get super expensive if you want to tool them up. A lot of the points in this list went into that poor Wraith Knight that got.
That Juice chose very deliberately to have.
But we'll see. Little Doom probably going into effect right here on that unit to make the Harlequins live their best life.
They do. They gotta live their truth.
If the Solitaire rolls that big move, makes that charge, then the Harlequins won't have to deal with Overwatch because he'll come from behind that building.
Yep, absolutely worth a shot.
He'll probably declare on the captain and the squad, see if he can make it in there.
Mm-hmm. We're doing Executioner right now to the vets. That's the straight infinite DPS roll-off?
No, this is the...
Oh, Executioner's the D3 plus...
D3, if you kill a model, kill more, so...
Yeah, it's like 5 mortal wounds, basically. Right?
Interestingly, if it's a low first roll, then Eric can just put it on the bike,
do
1 wound, and then not activate the second roll. So Juice needs to roll at least a 2 in order to do wounds.
Got a 3 here.
All right, so that'll kill that and another model. Or the 3 is a 2. So.
Spilling mortal wounds over. Executioner is secretly one of the best mortal wound powers in the game. And it's also a sniper power, I believe, right?
No, it's the closest
Is it the closest
unit, but it doesn't need line of sight.
Oh, that's the weird thing. You literally can just Eldar shenanigans. 6 mortal wounds.
6 mortal wounds. That's the heater.
That's the dream. That's the dream roll.
Oh, let's see if he can cast this Mirror the Minds and
go infinite.
Go infinite. Go infinite
God.
would be amazing.
This is your turn, Juice. This is it. That's the Eldar dream. You got the first dream roll. Here we go. First roll, 5. So he has to roll so first mortal wound. Oh, it's happening. He's gonna go infinite.
He targeted the character. Go infinite.
Oh, it's going infinite.
Go infinite.
Oh no. He's going infinite. He's going infinite. This is the dream. Oh my God! It's happening. What is fucking happening? 3. Oh, he's gonna re-roll it because it fell out of the box. Or leaving the 3. Leaving the 3. Oh,
so awesome.
4 fucking wounds.
Come here, point it. Oh, he's probably out.
He just. Holy shit.
That was the most exciting thing ever.
That was the most. It's so fucking awesome.
Wolfsark, that was Mirror the Minds, the Harlequin power. You literally have to roll off with your opponent. That you pick a target unit, roll off. They have to beat you to stop it. Otherwise, you keep rolling off until they die. 1 mortal wound at a time.
So that's off the heels of an amazing Executioner blast for 6 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
And Mirror the Minds is obviously a sniper power. He picked the character. So we're shooting some guns now. Trying to pick up some more Deathwatch. Picking up models. This is absolutely a great turn. This is an exciting turn. Juice is gonna get more points no matter what. Even though he is getting his back broken over the last couple turns, he's maintained a pretty impressive point lead. He's gonna keep that going. So Doom, he's shooting at the vets that do have Doom. So this is where Eldar, with things like Doom and potentially Jinx, can do a lot of interesting firepower. Well, he's killed a vet so far. Oh, this is at the Primaris Marines right now, I think. Ugh,
yeah.
Literally nothing.
Good rolling by Eric.
Solid, Eric. Eric's like... Bringing the heat. Bringing the heat. More shots.
Bullets on bullets.
See if you can get lucky here and take one down. No.
I gotta say, there's nothing more exciting than that Mirror of the Mind's power. Like,
when it happens, it's fucking amazing.
that would be the trolliest thing to do, like to target somebody's Castellan or Knight, and then just like
roll 24 wins
just
in
like
a row.
24 wins in a row would be the most amazing thing ever.
That's the dream.
It's the dream.
Solitaire charging everything. He rolled a 7. Let's see what he does here. Does he have any CP left? Because he rolled a 6 and a 1, which is the best way to roll a 7 for a CP roll.
No CP.
No CP, so
he's got to see what this range is.
So I feel like he's gonna be. I feel like he's got enough to get in there, but
he couldn't get to the character.
Yeah.
He might be able to pile to the character if the Harlequin squad itself can do some major damage, but most likely he's going to be swinging.
He can. I mean, he can go 3 inches around that duder and probably get within an inch. I think he's got it. Like, let me just draw the diagram for everyone at home. So he brought Solitaire in right here. It's important to not touch this guy because when he consolidates, he has to be closer to this model right here. In doing so, he can skirt him, then touch him on this corner and be within an inch of the character. He nominated everyone within 12 inches as a viable target. So, Juice has play. Order of operations is going to matter here. We'll see what Juice does. Harlequins are in now. This could be an impressive turn. I mean, suddenly, I mean, Juice is already going to take point lead, maintain point lead. Cat Lady in reserve still. He's still got the bonus this turn. It's gonna be interesting. He still hasn't killed a unit though, so he's got to kill this. We got to kill one of these fucking units.
Yeah, so the Solitaire's got 10 attacks. I'd say you probably put the character only has 1 wound left. I'd say you put 4 on the character. Maybe 5 to guarantee.
He's got a storm shield.
Quad, something like that.
Yeah, he's got a storm shield. He's not doomed. He's wounding on 3s. Hitting on 2s.
No, he's wounded on 4s with a reroll from the relic.
4s with the all-day reroll. That's right.
Yeah, so I do 4 or 5 attacks on the character, 4 or 5 attacks on the squad for the total 10. Something like that.
Right.
Probably 5 and 5 is your best bet. 5 attacks should kill that guy. Might not. I get risky sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, you get risky. I mean, honestly, I'm all 10. I'm like, I got to kill something this turn. He's doing 6 on the character, 4 on the squad. He went on the high side, right. So that's good. All right. That makes me happy. So 4s were rerolls. He's to reroll a lot of them. This is my nightmare. This is my nightmare, Sean.
Yeah. All right.
All right, thank God. 4. Math says he dies, but sometimes
he does.
Oh, he does not die. Eat a dick. Oh,
he did. That's right. Told you.
Oh, you see, I knew he went on 3, right? Isn't the relic +1 strength?
Yeah, but he's strength 3.
Oh, but he's strength 3. Yeah, that's right. I forget these skinny Xenos. So Solitaire has no built-in rerolls, or does he for hitting?
No rerolls to hit. Just a reroll to wound. So 2
wounds into the unit. He has storm shields all day in there. But this is 3 flat damage, so like whoever takes it on is dead.
Yeah, whoever takes it is dead.
Because it's 3 flat damage versus infantry for this relic.
Yes, Sigur's Rose.
So Juice now, through virtue of murdering, has picked up his 5 points by my math. But my math says Juice is like fucking taking a 14-point total.
Nah, he hasn't killed more this turn.
No. He held more. By my math, he held more. He held. He killed. He got the bonus, and he got recon.
Oh, okay, got you. Not 5 points.
Not 5 points on primary. Not 5 points on primary. And
I wonder if that was the marked captain, which would have been an extra point.
Interesting. Yeah. Did he have? I wonder if he had the relic. Boots on the ground, Dan. Oh, yeah. Marked it is. It was the mark captain. Mark for death, son. That's a huge turn. That's 6 points total gained. I mean, Juice is doing his Dark Thistle right now. My man Eric.
I want to see Mirror of the Minds get cast again this game.
Mirror of the Minds is not my life. I'm gonna get Mirror of the Minds tattooed on my stomach.
we may need to adjust your list and put a Shadow Seer in your list so that you can cast Mirror of the Minds.
Yep. He's going one by one here. Storm Shields for the dub. Or do you drop one?
Terminator. Taking the Terminator.
All the Terminator saves.
2 pluses all day. I wonder if he's going to have to tri-tip this unit. He's going to have to...
He has to keep them from falling back.
He has to keep the squeeze on.
Let's
Otherwise, it's all over.
It's all about that Solitaire. That Solitaire getting into backfield is going to keep him tri-tipped. So this is a serious play right here, guys. This could actually completely change the game. This right here. That Solitaire coming around here, boxing this guy in with this guy right here. He can't fall back. He has the ability to fall back and do anything he wants because he has that one veteran guy. But like, if Juice can keep this unit safe for a turn from all the firepower, he's gonna. It's gonna. Unfortunately, he's gonna lose a lot of guys over here. Like, there's gonna be a lot of things happening. But this is gonna help him. This unit is gonna help him continue to score points every turn. So we have tags back. Juice has to like just not lose everybody from these attacks. That's kind of a big deal.
Rather large deal.
That's a rather large hole in the plan.
But
4 vulnerables.
This is the game plan when things go wrong against Castellan. You just dive into combat.
Oh, Juice only loses 3, so I think he can keep some dudes alive.
Yeah, and he only will lose 1 to morale at max. So
he'll be able to keep the 3 guys in position. But also, do these guys get to swing when they die?
They do. They can make 1 attack on a 4-up.
Yeah, so there's some bonus attacks coming right here.
Sadly, they don't. When you shoot, you get to shoot your whole awesome gun. When you're in combat, you get to make 1.
Well, you get to shoot your gun that has D6 shots, right?
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, come on, give a brother a break. Let him get all his attacks.
Skinny slap fighting Xenos. Come on, man.
Come on. They're killer clowns.
So morale pass looks like easily. All right.
Yeah, and the great thing with this stuff is all his characters are now safe from the Castellan shooting.
Right. He does have a pocket unit of Duders in the top there that can shoot his Farseer. No, they'd have to move really far. That's right. I think you're right. I think they're 100% not targetable right now. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Can he pull them out with the teleport Homer? That would be the question.
I don't know.
Oh, but the Terminator's dead, so I wonder if you can't do that anymore.
Could be a moot point.
Could be a moot point. That might be...
What's he taking off the table there? Boots on the ground.
I think those were just the guys he was waiting for morale checks. Just to keep counting.
Just so he can keep counting. Smart. So, final score, Eric picked up only 3 points, right? He killed more, he held, but he did get Butcher's Bill. Don't forget Butcher's Bill. So
yeah.
So he should actually be able to...
This unit can move up on this Farseer, do some mega damage to him.
That's what I thought.
There's not much you can do about that. It's 9-15. Eric trailing Juice.
All right, I'm updating the scores right now. Go.
Here's the game Imperial players love. Sending your Smash Captain in to deal with the Solitaire. If the Solitaire passes 3 of invols, your Smash Captain gets sad.
This is going to be... This is it. I mean, we haven't had this exciting of a turn 4 in a while, honestly, in the live games. The back-breaking turn has happened. It has occurred. Backs are broken. but there's still a Castellan, there's still a Solitaire, there's still a Cat Lady. So this is it, and Juice has a reasonable lead on turn 4. That as long as he can stay safe, then hidden, he might be able to win this game with a point to spare.
Yeah, I think these 2 screening units of Dire Avengers are about to feel the weight of Deathwatch.
I expect literally everything to die this turn except characters. That's and that 1 unit of Harlequins.
And then the Castellan should be able to move down the field and make itself closer to the Cat Lady than the Harlequin unit.
Right.
Because the Cat Lady looks like she's past center and they're north of center.
If he can get down here, I think this is
the Shadow Seer and the Cat Lady should die to the Castellan after the intercessors take care of
this. This is
Dire
order of operation is this unit has to die, then Cat Lady dies.
Now, if for any reason this one Dire Avenger Exarch with his 4-up invul stumbles and lives, then it messes the whole Castellan shooting up, because then he has to shoot and kill that Dire Avenger. So that'll be the key. If one Dire Avenger stumbles out of this Deathwatch shooting phase, which he shouldn't, but you know we all know dice can get crazy.
Yep.
And that's where failing protect last turn by Juice on the Dire Avengers is huge. Because if you had one guy live, then the whole Castellan shooting is wasted this turn.
This is gonna be. I mean, I fully expect after this turn, we're just playing with this unit over here as assets, which means we're gonna be in a kill more, hold more, butcher's bill, headhunter scorecard. We're talking about a potential 4, 5, 6 point turn, maybe a 7-point turn for Eric, and then Juice is going to be in a situation where he is scoring 8 points, maybe none.
Yeah, and again, there's a lot of stuff here that is super situational. If the Farseer lives through this Deathwatch shooting, it shouldn't live through the shooting and the charge of the Deathwatch, but if it does, he's going to mortal wound those guys right off the bat. He's going to clear them, and then be able to fight it out a turn. So this will be a huge turn of armor saves that could swing Juice into the game. If the Dire Avenger lives and the Farseer lives, I think Juice can win this game pretty soundly. If both those dominoes fall the other way, I think Eric just cleans clock.
Farseer, this is the Farseer right now taking wounds, right?
Looks like he's got 2 left.
Or I think he's taking 2. Or he's 4 wound model, so 2 left. Doesn't matter.
No, they're 5 wound models. It depends on which way they're counting, up or down. He took 3.
Took 3. So this is going to be interesting. I mean, I think even if Juice loses all his stuff, if he plays it right, plays it KG, he might still be able to pull this out. So it's begun.
So that was smites that they, I think they forgot the psychic phase at first. So
yeah, they go back a turn. Sometimes when you get really excited about a turn and you guys are talking it out, you skip a phase and then you just say, "Oh yeah, you know how we were talking about this and we skipped that phase," and you just say, "Yeah, my bad," and you go back a phase. So smite and null zone in play.
Null zone seems to be more like a defensive power here, so to keep the Solitaire from rushing over into his front lines now.
Yeah, Solitaire just gets got without the save. So
the Farseer is going to have to get charged, because if he lives, he's going to Executioner Smite, and those Deathwatch are gone.
Yeah.
That's just math, because he has no more 2 wound bodies, so Executioner is just doing 2d3, Smite's doing d3 or d6.
Yeah.
And that unit's toast.
So he has to finish this dude off.
So he has to kill him in combat.
So this is the state of the table. Farseer has to die for Eric's plan. This model has to die from this way to fire for his plan to come to fruition. Those 2 things happen. That unlocks the Castellan to basically clean up the battlefield and win this game. Or, I mean, that's not guaranteed though. I still think Juice has some moves, even if the max play happens. So it has happened. Step 1, Avenger's dead. Die Avenger's dead.
The other squad needs to go down.
Yep, he's got to clear some dudes out. So Juice on save duty. Good pocket, good set of rules. All right. Beta bolter rules. This is one. There we go. Everyone in range. Rapid fire.
They shouldn't be able to rapid fire.
They moved.
They moved.
Luckily, they're just straight up storm bolters.
It's still a lot of bullets.
On a bunch of toughness 3 bodies.
And the Exarch's got a 4-up invul, so even if he's doing the
-1
neg
AP.
1, you just tank him on that guy. He's got 2 wounds. You tank him on that guy and hope he lives. And one Dire Avenger needs to stumble out of this to keep that Castellan at bay, which would be a huge turn for Juice.
Juice, this is it. This is your turn, brother. Gotta keep a dude alive.
But that's how good a game Eric has played, because that's what we're talking about, is that Juice is praying for dice to keep himself in the game, because Eric is dominating the game.
All right. They dead. They got him.
Got him.
So that's a brutal. It's a brutal. So now we're doing final measurements. Just to confirm who is closer, just to reconfirm if he did his math right. What's the ruling on the field? Is characters viable? Targets, give me a thumbs up, somebody. Juice with the double checking. We're gonna get a second opinion. We're gonna hold tape measures, get as accurate as possible on base to base. You can see they're doing it, working it out. This is very crucial. You gotta be cooperatively competitive with your opponent. Now they're gonna take a second sample measurement as a team. They're gonna compare notes.
It would appear to me that the cat lady is closer.
From visual inspection, this high above the battlefield, that's my synopsis as well. They are much closer and they're at angles. Are they going to roll it off?
It's that close, huh?
Tight. Fuck yeah. What's the rolling? Boots on the ground down. Are we shooting characters or is Castellan shooting wasted?
Oh, it's exactly, they're equidistant. Huh.
And if it's equidistant, don't you just get to choose?
Can't remember how that FAQ worked out.
Boots on the ground dance, Spikey Bits TV. Look that up.
I guess they did the roll off and said no.
I mean, you can play the narrative of your game however you want.
Ooh, 2-inch roll on the charge for the Farseer. The dice are not going.
Oh, the dice just
Eric's
betrayed
way
him.
right now.
The dice just betrayed him.
This will be interesting because Juice can actually pick up that 4th recon point, which I did not think he was going to be able to get next turn.
Yeah. This is crucial. That is, oh my God, that's an amazing, that is potentially as big. Because this Castellan is going to kill all these people anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, just another turn. It's just you want
Yeah.
to limit how many points Juice could continue to score.
Yeah, and there's plenty of time on the clock for him to get his turns in to do Thug Dizzle. This Castellan's still going to kill everyone. It doesn't matter. This Farseer, guys, it's secretly more important right now. That he, for Juice.
He must die. He must die.
Yeah.
Let's see how good Juice is at rolling 4-up invuls, huh?
He only gets a few guys in that combat. All right, Juice.
Ooh,
A lot of wounds. That doesn't make that's brutal.
I think he's going down.
I mean, math says he goes down. It's 4 wounds, right?
Yep.
Yeah, math says he dies, but Juice just needs to roll 1% above math. He does.
Oh!
He does. He fucking does.
Brutal.
He pulls it out. In a pinch.
Unfortunately, like celebration mode, but well deserved.
What do they call that? When they celebrate on the field. We should be using more Super Bowl references.
Is this the Solitaire against the Smash Captain? 3-up involts. Ooh, he lives too. For now, I feel like some vets are about to try to finish him off. He's got.
So order operations is chargers, then turn. So then Juice gets to activate next, right?
So he just did both his chargers. Now he's doing his last unit. So then Juice will get to do all his things. Juice's models left on the board are a Farseer fighting the Deathwatch on the far left of the screen.
Marked.
A unit of troops with a solitaire fighting at the top of the screen. The Shadow Seer is just below the combat to the left, and Yvrain is in the center of the board, and a Spirit Seer on the bottom objective. So Juice all has only characters and 4 Harlequins left on the table.
Not a lot of models.
Not a lot of models.
But a prodigious point lead. All right, so these are Deathwatch duders into solitaire, I suspect.
I mean, you have to finish the solitaire. He's the danger unit up there. Those troops are so basic in their equipment, they're not going to do anything.
All
but
right.
if that solitaire lives, say goodbye to the Smash Captain.
Oh, 2 fails.
Oh, he dead.
He dead. So that is a headhunter point for Eric.
Mm-hmm.
He got the Butcher's Bill, because that headhunter doesn't factor in. He killed 2 Avenger squads.
Avenger squads, yep.
Right, for the Butcher's Bill. Harlequin's Kiss.
Yeah, that's the one weapon he had in that big squad.
Retaliatory attacks. 3 wounds. Ooh, all right.
I see you there.
Eric, figuring out who dies. So
I think the biker dies.
Yep.
Finishes off the biker, but still a bunch of guys there.
Very 5th edition, or very 5th and 6th and 7th edition style wound allocation for that unit. Love it. The complexity. All right, so we in the morale phase, boys? Or final calculations? Oh, Farseer leaves combat. So we're in Juice's turn. Confirmed.
Yeah. The
Bottom
Smite
of 4.
phase and the ever exciting Mirror of the Minds phase.
This is what we live for. We get one more psychic phase. Cat lady, bring the dick size. And so I think you pick up the bonus just in your player turn, right?
Yep, you pick up the bonus in your player turn. So he's gonna get the bonus. And I don't see him killing more, but interestingly, if he can Mirror the Minds target that character, if he can pick up this unit with Smite and Executioner, if he can smite that Deathwatch squad down a bit and then charge them with Cat Lady and the Shadow Seer, he could kill 3.
He could.
He could kill 3. He could tie on kills.
Yeah, 3. That's important. So, like, as it stands, Eric has killed 3 units. He held. He's likely to kill more. So I'm predicting he kills more. He did get Butcher's Bill, and he did get Headhunter. So I think he's going to get 5 points this time. If Juice kills 3 units, then Eric gets 4. So we're doing Executioner right now, guys. It's happening. We almost missed our shit. Ooh, he rolls the big number. Kills 1, and then 3 more. So 4. Oh, my God. We only get 1 fucking Mirror the Minds, though? Where's he gonna mirror? You gonna mirror the fucking captain? Mirror the captain. Mirror the captain. Be the hero. Be the hero that we deserve.
Yeah, I think Juice was hoping to pick that whole unit up with Executioner, because then Smite could hit the other unit, but he's gonna have to Smite and kill him. Now he still can. He can do a lot of mortals from the center of the board. He can smite with the Shadowseer and Mirror of the Mines. He can smite with Cat Lady, and if he wants Doom, he can cast Word of the Phoenix on. Oh no, he can't cast it on this right now. So
I think he's gonna do smite. I think Doom's off the playbooks now. I think he's going for guaranteed kills.
All right, he's soul bursting to move again with Cat Lady.
So where is she? Right here, moving up, sneaking in to take that other objective. Maybe kill everyone, or get to that captain. So mirror the mind the captain and try to beat him down with Cat Lady.
Yeah, probably charge him.
This is it. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Ever since the Mirror of the Mind's turn, last turn, that's all I live for. I'm living my life one day at a time in between heroin fixes of watching people successfully kill Smash Captains with fucking Mirror of the Minds.
Oh my god, if Mirror of the Minds goes off, I'm going to be cheering uncontrollably. Oh, if that's it.
So this is Smite. This is Smite.
Oh, this is Smite?
Yep, Smite first. Bangs down. He put her in a position. He's picking 2 dudes.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Nice. Well done. Well done. He's making us wait. He's fucking making us wait.
Is this Smite again from the Shadowseer now, or is it Mirror of the Minds?
God damn it.
I just want it to be Mirror of the Minds already. Oh, he's gonna smite.
It's Smite. Fail. That's what you get for not just mirroring.
The sadness.
The fucking profound sadness of failing Mirror the Mind.
I'm so upset now.
I can't even go on with this game anymore. It's over to me. It's dead, man. You're the cat, but I mean, still a great turn. Juice has already killed a unit. He is positioned potentially to get lucky and do the 3 kill like you were talking about. But I mean, without Mirror of the Mind softening up that fucking Smash Captain, I don't think the Cat Lady has the ass to do it.
I mean, you could get interesting, right? If you go in, right? If the Shadowseer makes this charge, I mean, he's got the 3 objectives of characters already. If the Shadowseer makes this charge into those guys, if you kill them and Cat Lady has charged the captain, you could Soul Burst, fight the captain, then use her regular activation to fight the captain. So you could fight him twice if the Harlequins and the Shadowseer are able to kill the 2 dudes. So it is a play.
There is a play. Looks like it probably rolled like a 6.
Oh, she soul bursted already. You're right. You're right. Well, sorry. He can't do it. My bad. Sadness. I'm sad now.
Profound sadness because the psychic power counts as an actual soul burst. So Cat Lady made it.
She's just gonna have to do it boss style.
She has to raw dog that random. It begins. Walk us through the stats. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
No rerolls, but strength 4, neg enough to make him have to take invols and
no rerolls on 1s though.
Nah.
So she doesn't have the ass. Yeah, no wounds.
Brr. The sadness.
Yep. So all we've done this turn is prolong the Castellan's reign of terror on killing everything. Now it is see if we can kill some Deathwatch people. 1-1.
Bleh. Brutal. But he might be able to
tip again.
And tri-tip again.
Yep.
So
he can stay in that combat one more time.
So long as the Smash Captain doesn't simply destroy them.
Yeah. Simply destroy them. So, reroll the 1. Oh, only 1 hit. Oh, Does he even kill one? Does he even kill one? No. Yeah, he does.
Was that the Harlequins or the
cat lady? Cat lady takes 3 wounds.
She has feel no pain.
6 up.
6 up. She's the warlord.
So it's interesting now, though, because I think the Castellan is just gonna have to. I think everything. I don't want to speak too soon. So we're beginning a new turn. It looks like.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually going to turn 5. This game is incredible. Turn 5 update. We're getting the scores right now. I believe it is a 5-point Eric turn. It is a Juice killed, Juice held, Juice grabbed the bonus. Juice did not hold more.
No, he definitely held.
Oh, he held more. Yeah, he held more. So he got the 4 points right there. He got recon. No, he got it in his player turn, right?
It looks like the cat lady's ass is hanging over.
Well, recon happens in your turn, so he actually had models all alive in his player turn. So, remember he had all those Dire Avengers and shit that just got shot off.
No, that was Eric's player turn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In Juice's player turn. Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah. No, I keep forgetting he goes first. Who would be in the bottom right corner? Would be that one dude. Farseer. Is the Farseer cresting both?
If Cat Lady's ass is on the right, and then the Farseer is close. It's close. It
It's
depends
close.
If
I think
that center objective is actually in the reel.
Yeah, if it's
yeah, they're making motions that I think he has recon.
Yeah, has recon. Yeah. So it should be 20 to
11.
11 is straight wrong. Like he had 9, he just picked up 5 points, so it should be 14. Right? Eric killed more. He headhunted.
Butchered build.
He butchered build. Right? Killed more. Held. Butchered build. Headhunted. Right? Should be a 5-point turn for Eric.
So he should be at 14.
Yeah.
20 to 14.
Yeah.
They are confirming 20 to 14.
So Juice maintains a lead that is actually kind of comfortable for most games.
Yeah, but I think this turn will be tough. If he can make these charges and finish some of these units, then I think he can pick up a 4 or 5 point turn this turn for Eric, and then
Smite on Cat Lady, real quick.
Remember,
Smite Lady just got killed. Feel no pain. Don't forget you feel no pain.
Has he taken any of his feel no pains?
He passes 1. And his previous
forgetful one.
I think she has 1 wound left.
Yeah. Might as well use the warlord trait she's forced to take, because she can't take any cool ones. Two wounds left on Cat Lady.
2 wounds left. All right, so let's take stock. I didn't mean to cut anyone off there. Here's the situation. Castellan taking the center, like we said. The squads are moving out. This is going to be the turn that things start happening. This is only turn 5. They get 1 turn. He has 1 more turn after this. So he gets to pick up some points here, and he gets to pick them up again because we are playing on chess clock. My man has almost a half an hour left, Eric. So he's
played a really efficient game.
Yeah.
Really strong, really efficient. Juice is hanging in by the skin of his teeth, but
there's actually no shooting this turn. Important to note.
Yeah, I think he just advanced up the board with everybody.
Well, there
to
was
get
no
into
targets.
great-
He had no targets.
Well, yeah, but I think the bikes and the Deathwatch on the bottom advanced to try and get next turn set up and kill this Spirit Seer on the bottom. They're trying to get into massive play. So he's made this charge. This is a huge key to pick up the 5 points this turn, which will set him up for a 5-point turn next turn, which should be able to close that gap.
So Smash Captain and these models will close this out, math-wise. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, this unit that just charged should be able to finish off the loose Harlequins, and then the Smash Captain should be able to finish your Vrain.
It looks like he's piling it right now. He's getting ready to do it.
Yeah, looks like he might be putting some guys into your Vrain just to help out. Maybe let free up the Smash Captain to kill the regular Harlequins.
Looks like he's figuring out his attacks right now.
But for how bad things went with the Castellan early, punching the Wraith Knight, killing the Harlequin bikes, killing the Dark Reapers, those were the first 3 turns. Juice lost all 3 of his biggest and best units on the first 3 turns. 1 a turn to the Castellan.
Juice only has to make a handful of saves.
Juice has played a exceptionally well quality game, picking up the junk on the edges, doing what he can.
Cat Lady goes down.
But like the strength of Eric's play has been really strong to keep calm, know he has time, and know he can win this game in the back end when he finishes off Juice.
That's true. I mean, and I'll see a lot of Knight players. I mean, you have to be patient, and you have to sometimes play for the end game. So with a chess clock, it's really possible now. People just would get slow played off the table back in the day. All right, charging units are done. We're going to already present units. There's a lot of attacks. It's probably Deathwatch still. Or maybe Smash Gun. Either way. This unit's going to crumble here in a second. Juice's retaliation. Harlequin slaps. Double ones. Ooh. Interesting. So now mark for death. That's a mark for death for Juice.
Oh, he finished off the basic guys.
So Juice killed. He marked. He held. Or that's not his turn. He killed, though, for totals. He has to kill again in his turn to actually have that kill count.
So did the Smash Captain whiff on the regular Harlequins?
I believe so.
Mirror of the Minds. Let's get some Mirror of the Minds. Yeah, I think he's got to stay back, try to pick up the bonus, throw some Psychic Powers around, just try to get points.
So it looks like he was only able to kill 1 unit. It looked like Eric was able to kill. He was able to hold. He got a Headhunter by my count. So I think Eric at this point only has 3 points in this turn.
Yeah, I mean he should pick up 5 next turn. So Juice needs to keep up a 5.
Protect goes off, by the way.
On himself, nice. Because Eric will pick up a 5 for primary on turn 6. He'll pick up Butchers on turn 6. He'll pick up Old School twice on turn 6. So that's 8. So Eric's turn is going to be
2 wounds from Smite.
9, 10, maybe 10-point turn on turn 6.
Here we go. Executioner's going off. Only 1 to start. I wonder if that's bad. That means he doesn't actually kill a model because he's going to put it on a multi-wound model.
Oh, it looks like Executioner fails.
Yeah. Is this it? Is our power? That's a Perils. Does he lose his own guy?
We won't die, but we'll take some wounds.
Good. I mean, good. but this does go off. Roll off. Sadness. Bad trade. Bad psychic phase. Bad psychic phase.
Yeah, and this is what we thought was always going to come down to. When you have almost no models left, you're living on a hope and a prayer.
Yeah, you're living on dice rolls. Yeah, so this showdown is happening turn 5. I thought this was gonna happen like bottom of 3. Honestly, Juice has held this line. 2 turns past my predictions. Fighting, it looks like. Deathwatch.
Fight is on.
Fight begins.
I think he's trying to kill the Smash Captain.
Yeah, he's trying to whittle that
Didn't
full
quite
down.
get him.
Pouring in attacks. 3 wounds. This is probably to regular veterans. Or to the captain.
Still the captain.
Captain's still kicking. This is a tri-tip again.
I mean, doesn't he have a jump pack?
I mean, yeah, I guess he's just playing it tight. So Juice has got to make some forward and vulnerables. Stay clutch. He stays clutch. And now he has to pile in.
No, if they're not within 1 inch, right?
Oh, did that unit already activate?
If the captain killed that one dude, then these Deathwatch don't get to.
Oh, that's right. They don't get to activate. Yeah. So pretty big order of operations play.
But captain's gonna activate that jump pack, right? And
Yeah.
get out.
So Juice didn't kill anything this turn. So Juice got the bonus again. So he picks up the old 1. He held more again, right? Held more.
Final turn.
So I think that's a 3-3 turn, right? Give me a final count there. I believe that was a tie turn, so that's actually what Juice wants.
Thought Eric would try to leave and pick up the bonus this turn too. He might not need it to close the scoring. But he's got to make sure he picks up line breaker, a lot of things in this final turn.
Yeah, so like as you said, for old school purposes, who was the warlord? Is the warlord the cat lady? Oh, so actually he picked that up. So actually I need to put that in my tracker here.
Okay. Juice, Eric is only down 4 points. It's 19-23. And so as long as he can pick up 4 or 5 on his regular basis of this turn, he'll be fine because Juice's rebuttal will be slim to none.
Yep.
And then,
like you said, he'll get behind enemy lines for his old school. He'll get last strike. He'll kill more. If he does his job right, he holds more. He should pick up a headhunter.
yep, a headhunter.
Pick up a butcher's bill. I'm just doing one of each just for math purposes. So if he only pulls down one of those and all those other scores, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Minimum. I'm seeing a minimum 8-point turn here for him.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he'll get line breaker, because he's north of that objective. But he'll kill something on the last turn for 1, 4 for primary. That's 5. That takes him to a win already. And like you said, 1 headhunter, 2 headhunters, and a butcher's bill puts him at 8.
Yep. So it looks like now we're in a situation where people are getting shot from stormbolters. So now that is the last thing that's not a character on the table, ladies and gentlemen.
Sounds like Castellan time.
So now Mr. Castellan, with reckless abandon and disregard for everyone's feelings, at his leisure, can shoot anything he can see on the table now. Lance, Call's Wrath, and Missile, Shield Breaker, everything.
But this has been really a exciting game. A lot of stuff happening. Juice clawing and scraping against the unstoppable advance.
Oh, Juice has made a clutch save. This could be the turn that the fucking Castellan doesn't do his job.
Nah, it's doing its job. It only needs to kill one of these guys.
Overcharged. He made some clutch 5-ups, is all I'm saying. Because he needs to kill one more model, right? To have killed more in Butcher build.
Yeah. Ooh.
What is this?
Shrugging off lots of bullets.
On a 4+ when he dies? What is the 4+ when he dies ability?
He can shoot. He's got a...
Oh, that's right. He's Harlequin. Oh my god, I keep forgetting. I'm like, it's been so long since that's happened. Using his grenade launcher.
He's got a dumb little grenade launcher.
I used to look up a rule. Checking ballista skill, checking stats. Classic. So that's
if it hits, the unit has to take a 2d6 leadership check, and if it fails, it takes d3 mortals.
Makes sense. So now he's officially killed more. Locked down a headhunter. Not a butcher's bill yet, because he has to pick between those two. Looks like he's going after that Farseer's last wound. Rolls a 3 back there. The Farseer only had 1 wound left, right?
Yeah. 1 wound left.
He gone. So now he's officially straight up Butcher's build and or another Headhunter point. I think he maxed Headhunter. I think that's a Butcher's build now. Now he's going to issue some charges and he's going to swing around, I believe, this container box. Yep.
That'll get him line breaker.
Now that's the line breaker for old school. He already got last strike. Right? Kill more, hold more, line breaker, last strike, Butcher's Bill Headhunter is 8 points.
Can confirm.
8-point swing. And potentially a tabling on the bottom of turn, or the top of turn 6.
Yep, potentially. Look at all that time he has left, too.
God, what an efficient management of his time. Great job, Eric.
Look at him calmly roll like, Juice, you can roll your saves on my clock.
Yeah, I just get... Oh, Juice makes a handful of fucking saves. Not tabled.
I think he makes them all.
Yeah.
Didn't he have Protect up? He had a 3-up. 3-up in.
Oh, the dick size is huge.
Swing back.
Swing back. Don't get tri-tipped. Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah. Oh.
Sadness.
sadness. He wounds on 2s, rolls double 1s. Run away. Don't get tabled.
Run away, don't get tabled. Oh my god, jump over that wall.
Smite them fools.
So he's gonna hold 1. Juice gets a point.
Nah, they're OPSEC.
No,
You don't hold
Juice
1.
does not get a point. Is it smite?
Yeah, for 3.
Oh, Snikies. There we go.
They blocked the smite.
It's
That's
over.
the game.
So was that 27 points for Eric's final score?
I believe so. 27 to 23.
Literally wins on the top of turn 6. What an amazing,
Yeah, losing until turn 6.
what an amazing game, Sean. How do you feel about that one? The guys, I'm sure, are setting up for a post-game interview. That was the most exciting game we've done.
Yeah, that was amazing. I mean, everything was really stacked against Juice from jump, and for him to be still clinging desperately to that lead heading into turn 6, making Eric work for it all the way.
I thought this game was over on turn 3. Then I thought it was over again on turn 4. Then I thought for sure it was over on turn 5. It wasn't over until turn 6.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine this. Imagine if Eric wasn't good with his clock.
Imagine if Eric could run out of clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're about ready to hear from these legends, Mr. Eric and Mr. Juice over at Pizza Gaming. Here it is.
Wow, what an absolute great game. First off, man, that was a good one. So I want you to know, first off, I was like, if I go first, I got a chance. I'm gonna make this race night do something, guys. I was like, it was happening. It didn't happen.
It did not.
Race night, like a punk. But I started worrying about my clock.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm like, I don't really know how this army plays quite yet. I'm trying to figure out necessarily what's the best, what's not. But luckily, as time went on a little bit, I was still able to think about what I wanted. But because Eldar, so this is something that I wanted to say while it was fresh on my mind, was that I didn't have to worry about clocking myself out. Because as my units were dying, I had a lot less. But I had so much power left in my army. Just from the psychics, just from this and that. So, Eldar players, any elite style army players, can you hear me?
No, yeah, we hear you just fine, brother.
Rob. Okay, yeah, it's okay. So nothing like breaking the fourth wall. Just kidding. So, so what we did, it was the clock. I thought was going to be more of an issue, so I thought I had to start hurrying up. But I was pleasantly surprised that I felt for once that I think about what I wanted to do, without that going down. Damn it. What an absolute great game. Eric, way to show how powerful Deathwatch are. And we kind of heard you guys say this. He was very just calm the whole time, and it's like, this is my game. I wait till turn 3 to come in. And as soon as I come in, you know what I mean? It was really, really solid.
That's an amazing game. Eric, are you there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Eric, congratulations on that victory.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah, Duke, I think, was running a clinic there, and in intestinal food, like you were saying, is he was starting off hurting, but kept cool and got the points, and that's what wins the game. So he made me fight for it. I was feeling pretty fat and sassy when the big man dropped turn 1, but turns out storm shields don't block mortal wounds.
Yeah, it's the one major drawback of Deathwatch, right? If somebody can output a ton of mortal wounds.
Yeah, and he was using those characters to good effect. I wasn't able to get a lot out of the Castellan those last few turns, so I think there's some pretty big takeaways.
Yeah, and I just want you guys to know, there was a chance, obviously, as you guys were watching, I completely fell on my face, whipped my psychic face on turn 5, and if I didn't do that, there would have been some more dead models back there.
That was actually our prediction, Juice. I was like, if this turn goes off, I see Juice winning with a point to spare.
Right, and that's, look, one of the ways that I was already a step ahead was like, You guys didn't know this, but the Castellan was sitting at 7 wounds. So I was like, ooh, I'm going to need that headhunter point here in just a second. I'm going to do quick work of these guys, tuck my ass in and hide real quick. And then going into 6th turn, I'm going to bust through this and hopefully just get my 1 wound flinked through.
Or the Mirror of the Mind dream story on the Castellan for 7
right,
wounds.
Mirror of the Mind. That's what I was going to do it with, right? So I was like, oh, if I can just stay alive, I'll be able to get some more kill points and then get an extra point from that. So I was joking the whole time. I was like, it feels like whatever I potentially could dream up in my mind, the Eldar army had some form or fashion that I could try to facilitate.
Yes, that's the rule. The rule of playing Eldar and Ynnari is that what's the game plan? Like, what do they do? Whatever they need to do when they need to do it. As long as you're aware of all the plays.
Talking about how Ynnari does whatever it needs to do. What's the game plan? Does whatever it needs to do.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it was just really, really powerful. Absolutely. Guys, hold on just 1 second. Let me just check another mic real quick. Eric, you can continue to talk. Sorry.
What's up?
Yeah, so got to play with the beta bolter rules there a little bit.
How'd you feel about it? Did it come into play a lot for you?
I mean, I originally got into Deathwatch for the Primaris, and the more I plan, the more Primaris comes out of the army. So they tend to be the only ones standing in the backfield getting mileage.
But they're a great unit though, man. Like for their point costs, for the 2 wounds in cover with a 2-up save, and now they get to shoot twice as many shots at 30 inches. Like it's good.
It definitely helps reach out from the backfield. So I mean, they definitely have a little bit more play now.
It's better than putting your Deathwatch guys back there, you know, to hold objectives. Like it's hard to dig those dudes out with regular firepower. I mean.
No, it's really hard because they have 2 wounds each. Like I know you guys were talking about it, but in my mind, I was like, I'd rather shoot at the hard ass, durable, 3-up invulnerable,
1 wound guys.
Veteran units because it's you look at 5, but it's really 10 guys.
10 guys
with this 4 with a 2-up armor set.
Yeah. And what are they clock in just over 100 points, right? Like they're not very expensive, right?
Yeah, the 5-man Primaris is right around 90, so
yeah,
not bad for.
No,
amazing troop
really,
choice.
really solid. And this was my first game, ladies and gentlemen, with the magical boxes of Doom, right? Yeah. So that's the LVO terrain, the enclosed ruin. So that was pretty cool, right? I definitely wanted to pull the trick off with obviously shooting at guys as they come in. Hindsight's 2020. Maybe I should have stuck in the building a little bit longer. And I had 2 CP left to just say to myself, I'm going to fire and fade 2 more turns. I don't know really what happens from that, but once the Harlequin bikes and I whiffed on that rule, really what I wanted, and I was using them the whole time because you played so cagey and defensively with this Night Titan, was I wanted to use that as my screen. In my mind, I'm like, make them durable, give them the 3 invulnerable, make them -1 to hit that they already are, and potentially if I need it, make them -2. But so they bit the dust a little too early. But I was really trying to protect. Without those Dark Reapers there, you could have come in. If I was just in the building, you could have deep struck in and charged Cat Lady and the Dark Reapers inside the building with just a 9-inch charge.
Yeah, that was definitely a linchpin unit, and kind of waiting to see which way you were going to play it. Either fire and fade them in, or threaten the, shooting on the Overwatch.
Exactly. So, it was one of those things that, I say that I maybe should have stayed in the building, but if he just sticks a 9-inch charge with his.
I mean, at the end of the day, though, you're playing with a handicap. You're playing with a Wraith Knight.
Yeah,
right? So you're making all these really meta, calculative, what if I did this? Like, here's the reality: you don't have a fucking Wraith Knight in your army, and you have fucking 6 more Harlequin fucking Haywire bikes, and you put them in the webway, and then you just killed that Castellan, and it only has 7 fucking wounds left, like.
Yeah. I spent those 400 points, and I turned that patrol detachment into just a fucking something that'll net me some CP back.
And as you can see, even with the handicap. You put a knight in your list, which as it didn't do anything. So you were at the handicap and he confirmed the handicap by killing him for you. You look how good Eldar and Harlequins with their nuanced style play do. Even when they're losing the whole game, you were still doing really well. Imagine if it was just slightly more optimized, how much more difficult that is for anyone to play.
Yeah, and the Spears would have been amazing to play with. But Eric uses that stratagem really, really well. where Eldar Flyers just coming around, right? Like you're going to take some wounds, maybe not a lot, but through the war of attrition, which that's what Deathwatch likes to do. They're like, I'm going to grind you and I'm going to do 10 wounds this turn. I'm going to do 10 wounds next turn. I'm going to do, you know, and if you can't return that, you know, it's going to pay out at the end for the guys in black. Eric, an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. We get a chance to play quite a bit, so that was cool. I don't have as many knights, you know, powered by these hands. So when I have a Castellan, it's a little different, but I was an absolute great game.
I'll take the W's where I get them, big.
That's right. That's right.
Congratulations, both of you. I'm going to flip it over to our ending screen. I'm going to find somebody on Twitch to raid on the Super Soul Sunday. Go enjoy yourselves, guys. Did a great fucking job.
And I just want to put this out there for the jab for anybody who is watching the Super Bowl. Go Tom Brady. I like to see the world burn. If my Panthers aren't in it, I want to hear and see all the salt tears of everybody that hates Tom Brady until next Super Bowl, next football season starts. So go Pats.
You need another exciting offseason. All right, congratulations, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
We're gonna keep this party going. Don't forget, guys, longwar.net, home of all the battle reports. We've also got the Battle Bro scene in here, !! Battle Bro. If you want to know about this new Patreon page with my man Sean and Juice, where they're doing some amazing tactics. Twitch is a wild world. If you are watching on YouTube, watching on Facebook, hopefully you find your way over here to Twitch, Long War TV. Sean.
Yep. We're out of here, right?
It was a great game, brother.
It was a great game. Great way to wake up, hang out, watch some 40K.
Yo, man, I enjoyed myself. We're now in the closing screen. They can still hear us chatting it up.
I joked that I was going to be able to make Juice play Eldar ever since a couple months ago, and looks like I finally did it.
You finally fucking did it. No, I mean, God, and not bad for his first go at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, good Lord. Such an exciting game. I'm currently adding a miniatures filter, guys, on Twitch. We're going to set up a raid. Come on over to Twitch. Let's see who's on. Oh, Genuine Vision. You know, I love this guy. He just moved back to Ireland. This guy's an amazing painter. He does some amazing work. If you guys want some more hobby content, maybe the Super Bowl's not your deal, or you just want to watch some painting while you're watching the Patriots do their thing. Blech. It's hard to even say that. Grew up in a Miami Dolphin fan. Division rivals. Raid has begun. Do us a favor, guys. Make us look good. Bring the length and the girth of the Long War community on over to Genuine Vision. Say hi.